Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2024 NSAA High School Football Championships. And our second game of the day is in Class D1, and it features the Mustangs of Stanton and the Sandy Creek Cougars. And hello again, everyone, and welcome inside Memorial Stadium. Along with Matt Verzal, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us. We're going to see some points here.
We definitely will see some points today. These are two high-powered, high-scoring offenses. Cannot wait to see how this one shakes out.
Had a good one early this morning. We had some points, at least from one team this morning in Class D2. A new state champion was crowned this morning from Central Valley as they won it 52-12 over Riverside. You see coming up next is Stanton Sandy Creek, and we close out today in Class A with Millard South and Westside tonight. That's before a full slate of games once again tomorrow. Well, let's start with Stanton, and they've got an outstanding player in Barrett Wilkie.
Yeah, Barrett is the real deal. I mean, he's the real deal. Touchdowns this season, more than 2,600 yards rushing. Also, he is the guy that kind of controls this. He credits or benefits a lot from a great offensive line up front. Can't wait to see what he.
And then on the other side for Sandy Creek, terrific. Shaw.
A little bit of Nebraska lineage. His dad, Brian, played at Nebraska. 1,900 passing, 1,510 rushing, 28 touchdowns. Offense is going to be the story of this game, Putney.
Like his size, too, 6'2".
Kid plays defense as well, just a football player. You love to see.
Got to go down to the field. Doug Duda joins us.
Well, guys, this has been an all year in the making. They've been number 1 and number 2 in everybody's rankings. They met last year in the state semifinals, one of the best playoff games last year, with obviously Stanton just getting that one play, that one stop, that one turnover that they needed in the fourth quarter to advance on, then get here and win it. Coach Stoddard says even though they may have graduated their back, the core is back. They probably don't throw it quite as much as they did last year. And he said, you know, one thing about his kids, they were already talking about getting back to Lincoln on the ride home last year. For Sandy Creek, you mentioned Shaw, and more Shaw. They have been waiting to get here, and they have been putting the points on the board. Coach Kuda says one thing that has made them solid all year is their depth. They actually can kind of go good on good in practice, even though they haven't had their starters in for many fourth quarters all year long. This should be a dandy. Been waiting for it all year. It's here.
Thank you very much, Doug. We appreciate it. Sandy Creek certainly came prepared, ready for this state championship game, as did the Mustangs of Stanton. Both teams at 12-0. Both teams also about a 1 hour, 45-minute drive just from different directions to get here to Memorial Stadium for this Class D1 state championship. And how do they get here? By way of the bracket, Sandy Creek with the win over Shelby, Rising City handily pounded Lord Central Catholic, and Stanton equally impressive with the win over St. Patrick's and Summerlin 48-34. But certainly in the playoffs, Sandy Creek has been impressive.
Like we talked about in the first game, you just want to hit that. You want to hit that momentum. You want to be clicking all cylinders when the playoffs start. Sandy Creek was definitely in that spot.
They certainly are clicking. Great crowd on hand, both sides of Memorial Stadium here. Not many folks left in Sandy Creek or in Stanton on this Monday afternoon of Thanksgiving week.
Everybody bundled up and trying to stay warm. Sandy Creek folks are very happy that they're in the sun today. Stanton folks got full winter gear on, ready.
You were down there, you said what, maybe 30 degrees difference between the two sides?
It's
significant.
Really nice right there where the red end is in the middle of the field. Once that shadow starts to creep in, it gets a little brisk.
Stanton, your defending state champs. They won it last year in 2004. Last year, first time the Mustangs have ever won a state title. And much of the firepower is back. Wilkie is back. Should be a good one between the Mustangs and the Cougars.
Yep, getting a chance to visit with a couple coaches down on the sidelines. You know, that's the story. We are the defending champions. Yeah. This is our right to defend it. And on the Sandy Creek side, they said, hey, they're the champs. We got to go dethrone. So it'll be, fortunately enough for us, in minutes here, we're going to get it strapped up.
Ready for introductions. We're awaiting our national anthem from here in Lincoln.
Well, those little gals getting ready to sing, I'm guessing they wish they would move that out to the center of the field instead of the shadows here on the side.
Exactly. Own version of the tunnel walk here for the NSAA. Ready now to introduce both Sandy Creek and Stanton. Let's go to our public address announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Memorial Stadium and the 2024 Nebraska School Activities Association Football Championship Finals for today's Class D1 contest between Stanton Mustangs and the Sandy Creek Cougars. The NSAA is proud to recognize Farmers Mutual of Nebraska and all NSAA corporate for their outstanding support of NSAA activities, especially Nebraska Orthopedic Center, the NSAA's orthopedic and sports medicine partner for Lincoln Area Championship. Ready to join the University of Nebraska's starting lineup? Email admissions@nebraska.edu today and find out how the University of Nebraska can help you be your best. And now, for the introduction of the players and coaches. First, the number 2 seed with an undefeated 12-0 record, Stanton Mustangs. Number 1, Becker Pullman. Number 4, Barrett Wilkie. Number 7, Hunter Robinette. Number 12, Axel Spence. Number 22, Austin Clausen. Number 32, Jordan Clausen. Number 35, Boom. Number 42, Logan Tietke. 4, Caden Clement. Number 51, Ryan Locke. Number 53, Davidson. Number 54, Garrett Hansen. Number 55, Carson Tomaszek. Number 56, Parker Bickley. Number 77, and number 88, Josh Arns. The head coach for Stanton is David Stoddard. And now, the rest of the Stanton players and
there are the Mustangs of Stanton, your defending state champs, and they're back here once again. Undefeated on the season. The record is impressive, as are the numbers. 450 total yards per game. They average better than 40 points per game. And they're allowing just 7.
Yeah, when you get the chance to watch film on them, when they play the offensive side of the football, their blocking is clinical. It is precise. The pulls are to the point. A great season thus far.
Time now for the Cougars. Back to Heath.
And now, the number 1 seed, also undefeated with a record of 12-0, the Sandy Creek Cougars. Number 1, Connor Rempe. Number 2, Ethan Shaw. Number 3, Cameron Seeley. Number 7, Number 8, Caden Schmidt. Number 9, Jacob Peter. Number 12, Wes Biltoft. Number 14, Cohen Eitzman. Number 29, Ben Sullivan. Number 51, Christian Shaw. Number 54, Jonas Amos. Number 55, Hudson Devlin. Number 68, Jack Watts. Number 72, Josh Spray. Number 74, Cage Keckmeister. And number 88, Jack Clark. The head coach for Sandy Creek, Andrew Kuda. And now, the rest of the Sandy Creek players and coaches.
And here come the Cougars. We've already had one Cougars team win a state championship this morning. The other trying right now. Sandy Creek, they are also undefeated. 12-0 on the year. Numbers every bit, if not even more impressive. Almost 400 yards per game. Look at that, 57 points per game, and they allow less than 10.
Yeah, they are not afraid to light up a scoreboard, and they play very sound fundamental defense. There's always a group of guys to the football. It's going to be one today, punt, and we're in for this, but there's something's going to give. We got one giving up 17. We got one giving up 8. Both of them average over 40, so we're going to see some points today.
Heath's going to introduce us now to the National Singers.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem. To sing the anthem this afternoon, we welcome the Seward High School Septet, featuring Brinley Robbins, Kyla Novak, Lucille Huntington, Mia Cobian, Samantha Quist, Aubrey Haynes, and Madison Sides, under the direction of vocal music director Ben Rickert.
Oh, say, can you see light, what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free. Let the home of the brave.
Our national anthem, and now we're ready for football. In Class D1, a state champion will be crowned here this afternoon at Memorial Stadium. Will it be the Mustangs or the Cougars? All coming your way on Nebraska Public Media.
From your ears and your nose to your heart and your toes, Phelps Memorial Health Center in Holdridge provides a wide range of services to meet the community's healthcare needs. Phelps Memorial offers general and specialized care, including labor and delivery, cardiology, orthopedics, and digestive health. Phelps Memorial Health Center is a nonprofit healthcare facility committed to serving patients and families with care. Learn more about their mission and services at phelpsmemorial.com.
is full of milestones. Let Wayne State's graduate programs be your next big moment. Whether you work in education, criminal justice, business, public relations, human resources, information technology, or sports and recreation, our programs provide pathways to the next level in your career. Flexible and online, a Wayne State graduate degree helps you write that next big chapter in your life without.
Thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
From the capital city, not far from the historic Haymarket, we are ready for D1 championship football between Stanton and Sandy Creek. Welcome in, everyone, to Memorial Stadium. Along with Matt Verzal, I'm Larry Putney. Great to have you with us. It's 9. The wind's still kicking up a little bit. Feels like 31, maybe feels 25 in the shade. It's a little cooler, no doubt. Toss was won by Sandy Creek as you look at our officials for this Class D1 state championship. And Sandy Creek chose to defer, so they will be kicking it off to the Mustangs, who will have the first offensive possession of the game. Cameron Seeley in there to kick it deep for Stanton. I'm sorry, for Sandy Creek. And deep for Stanton is Becker Pullman, the speedster. Good size on Pullman, 6 foot, 200 pounds. And it'll be a squib kick that will roll out of bounds. So the Mustangs will have good field position to start it off from here on this 8-man field. 80 yards from goal line to goal line, 40 yards across the field.
Sandy Creek.
We'll get to see this Stanton offense right out of the gate. We'll get to see what Ren Brown and Barrett Wilkie can do as we get this D1 state championship game going. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this.
Should be back and forth, up and down the field, right to left, however you want to classify it. Barrett Wilkie at quarterback. Wilkie under center. And a quick toss out to Pullman. Pullman is right side, got room. Look out, Pullman. Good gain on the first play from scrimmage for the Mustangs.
That was good control here. You just get a shift right before the play starts, just to try to see how Sandy Creek is going to react to that. See if you can get that edge set. We'll watch a little motion off here. Just a little simple toss. Good job by Brown of securing the corner. Good kick out there on the edge. And Pullman able to take advantage, get a nice gain to start the game.
You like the choice to go behind Ren Brown right away?
It's pretty good. I think you can make a pretty good living doing that. You might want to technical crew.
Just do that all day.
Yep, I see the same thing the other way here.
Toss the other way. Here's Pullman. He gets in there behind Wilkie. Short gain, maybe call it 3 yards, brings up second down.
Yep, Sandy Creek settles in, adjusts that. Anytime you get that toss action, you want to make the ball, try to go lateral. Eventually, you're going to run out of space. Your guys can rally to the ball there. So good adjustment by Sandy Creek to get the yardage limited on that play.
There is the senior Barrett Wilkie, also 6 foot, also 210, well built, good numbers on the year. You mentioned his rushing numbers, over 2,000. We'll throw it around a little bit too. 750 yards through the air for Wilkie on the season. Backfield here. That's just power right behind that offensive line, Barrett Wilkie.
Stanton maybe trying to send a little message here early. We were going to push you around the football field today until you make us not do it. So that's just a quarterback sneak.
The guy they ran behind there, Garrett Hansen, 5'11", senior, 200 pounds, but boy, he is a motivator. He was ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to play today.
You see the impact players there, Pullman, Arns, and defensively built off for Sandy Creek. Great job defensively, piled it up on third down, nowhere to go, and that's big number 68, Jack Watts.
Yeah, good reaction here by Watts, right? There's going to be a quarterback run to the right here. There's a reverse pivot out. Watts was ready for it, defeated the block, able to good solid tackle.
Boy, he just disposed of Ren Brown there.
He did, and Ren knew it, and you won't see that happen too often.
That's right.
Mr. Brown. Good job, though. If you look at it, great job with his feet and his hands, right? Keep your feet active, get your hands on it, able to get past the pin block and make a good play. Look time here.
Logan Tietke now in the back. Along with Barrett Wilkie, fourth down, they're going to go. Rolling, now looking to throw, goes up top, wide open, near the end zone. Touchdown, Becker Pullman. Wide.
Design here by Stanton, okay? The only person on the field probably receiving the ball, though, I want to make sure you see Pullman come in motion there. Just a miscommunication by the Sandy Creek secondary. Two guys covering one, forgot to cover the other one. Pullman into the end zone for the easy touchdown.
Opening drive, Stanton takes it the distance and puts 6 on the board. And now they'll go for 2. Pullman behind Wilkie. And the toss, he'll look into the end zone, look to throw it, and he's going to be tripped up. Nice play defensively to stop that by number 55, Hudson Devlin. Devlin
was a guy that was brought up quite a bit as I talked to the coach this week. He's just a good effort kid. We take another look at the touchdown here. Wide open pass into the end zone, resulting in the touchdown for Stanton. As we get ready to take a quick break, we'll be right back with more of the D1 State Championship game.
We come from different places.
To push past anyone standing in our way who say,
"You're not good enough.
You can't afford this." We stare down the challenges
and we tell them yes.
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 Yes, I can.
We come together with Maverick spirit,
with hope,
With determination.
with passion.
We build up our community. Somos familia.
Because our community is part of us.
And we are a part of something bigger than ourselves.
We share one goal: to change the course of our lives
Forever.
Constellation is a natural gas commodity supplier in the Choice Gas program, helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $400,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
6-0 the score. Stanton is on the board here in the first quarter. First drive, 5 plays, 55 yards, and it ends on a 26-yard touchdown pass to Pullman on 4th down.
Great execution out of the gate by Stanton to come down and score. Sandy Creek, though, able to have a small victory in that, get the 2-point conversion stopped. Stanton having been here before, there is some advantage to that. This is Sandy Creek's first time in it. You just kind of have to let things settle. Takes a couple minutes, and now you're just playing the game that you played since you were just a little guy.
Now it'll be the Mustangs kicking off to the Cougars. Logan Tietke will kick it deep. Rimke and Livgren are deep for Sandy Creek.
Rempe is the guy you'll have to watch for the Sandy Creek offense, right? We know what Shaw can do. Rempe is the complementary piece of that, so excited to see how Sandy Creek comes out offensively.
Squibbed right up the middle, be scooped up by Livgren. And Livgren, not much room there, out past the 20 to about the 21-yard line on the return. Nice job by Hunter Robinette defensively, along with Becker Pullman.
Probably the name we should get used to calling today.
A whole lot, right?
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Got the Shaw to Shaw connection here, center to quarterback, so worked on this a couple times at home.
So Ethan Shaw as a quarterback. Rolling to his right is Shaw. He's got room out there if he runs, and he does. Good stiff arm and a nice gain on first down of about 7 or 8 yards.
Pullman is waiting for Shaw in the open field. Almost another spy technique like we saw this morning. Unable to make the tackle. Shaw get a nice gain on the first play from scrimmage.
We call it 6 yards, so make it 2nd down and 4 to go.
See the differences in the two teams, right? Stanton's offensive line pretty packed in. Sandy Creek got a little bit more space, room to create for their playmakers.
Sullivan shifts into the slot. Empty set here for Shaw. Good move. Stiff arms breaks the tackle and out past the 35-yard line to the 36. First down for Ethan Shaw.
Yeah, the patience of Shaw there is pretty impressive. You know, they're running a little bit of motion across to be able to get a couple guys out in front, lead blockers. He just sits there and lets it all kind of develop, and then he takes off up the field.
There's Coach Kuda, 3rd year with the Cougars, 29-5. Played football at Hastings.
Intense, young man, very, very intense gentleman. He loves football.
Option to the right, pitched outside. That is good carry by Rempe. Connor Rempe with a nice game.
That is good, a nice game by Rempe. Good job here by Garrett Hansen from Stanton to string this out. Becker Pullman up there to make the tackle. Rempe still able to get 5 yards out of that play.
Rempe doesn't carry it a lot, just 26 carries on the year, but good yardage on those 26 carries. 300 yards, 8 touchdowns rushing for Connor Rempe. One of the top receivers as well for Sandy Creek. Good pile up there by that interior line. The 54, Garrett Hansen, in there on the tackle, brings up 3rd down.
Much like the morning set here, morning game, we got some pad popping going on. Great way to get your afternoon started here. Love to hear it. Love the sound of pads popping.
Behind the gun, he'll keep and leans forward very near a first down, and looks like he has enough, or he's going to be a half yard short. Depends on which spot.
If we go by the top spot, we're good. If we go by the
went by the bottom spot. So
by the bottom one. So 4th down. Much the same position Stanton was in earlier. I would guess that Sandy Creek may be a little bit more conservative here. Just get the first down, get a new set of 4 going for the Cougs.
It's these plays that both coaches talked about. They have to execute in the high leverage play. 4th and 1, important for both of these teams. Mustangs want the stop. Cougars want to keep the ball moving.
Got 3 seconds to go here, man. Yep, timeout.
Timeout taken by Coach Kuda.
The clocks are turning and burning today. We had a couple of those in the first. Something the kids will eventually get used to, but and the coaches as well. You know, the coaches, sometimes you play your regular season games, those take a little bit longer. You got a little bit more time to get the play call in. State championship game, how we doing? Keep it moving. We got to keep this baby on schedule.
Well, we're going to keep it moving too. Let's take a look at the championship.
It was a back-and-forth battle as Brecklin Schluter's EMF Bobcats faced off against Barrett Wilkie and Becker Pullman's Stanton Mustangs for the Class D1 state championship title. Despite losing half of their dynamic duo in the first quarter, the Mustangs persevered with Pullman on the sidelines. The Mustangs and Bobcats traded the lead 6 times before Jordan Clausen intercepted a pass and regained control for Stanton. The Stanton Mustangs battled through the 4th quarter to secure the program's first state championship title with a 42-36 win over the EMF Bobcats.
It was a good one last year.
It definitely was. Back and forth scoring. Adversity with the injury, unfortunately, to Pullman.
Right.
Wilkie is built.
Yes.
He is.
Yes,
thick.
Yep. All right, here we go. 4th down and less than a yard.
The old guy in me really wishes this was under center.
Shaw motions. Shaw will keep, and he's got the first down.
It's good vision here by Shaw, right? The play's designed to go to the right. You bring some motion across with Rempe, probably just a little bit of window dressing. He's very quick to assess as the play is jammed up in the direction they want to go, and then he cuts back really well. You'll see it right here. Good wash down there, right? We're able to wash Brown past the play, and then just falling forward. So that's good vision by that young man.
So now Rempe in the backfield along with Shaw. Back to throw. Tosses over the middle. Got a man. That's Rempe. Touchdown! Cougars answer. 32-yard strike.
Just dropped that thing right in the bucket. To number 3, Cameron Seeley.
That was Seeley.
That was Seeley, the young freshman. 5'11", no offense, Cameron, that might be a stretch, but 165, I'll give you that one. But just a nice post route, right? Shaw lays it out, lets him run right underneath it. Good catch, touchdown, Cougars.
11th touchdown of the year for Cameron Seeley.
This is impressive as a freshman. I don't care what level you're playing at. If you're a freshman, you're walking in, contributing like that to a varsity football team. That's an impressive thing.
2-point try. Under pressure, goes high and incomplete. So the opening drive for both teams results in 6. And that is our score, 6-6. And that is Cameron Seeley.
Great awareness there, right? He saw the inside where he originally wanted to go, was kind of taken up there by the defender, Austin Clausen. So he just adjusts his route a little bit on the same page as Shaw. Able to just sneak behind it. Shaw drops a dime right down the well. Touchdown. Impressive football all day, really. I mean, it's the caliber of talent in the state of Nebraska at all of the divisions and all the classes. It's up there.
Very similar drives for both teams. Sandy Creek 7 plays, 59 yards, concludes on a 32-yard touchdown strike. Stanton's was 5 of 55 and a 26-yard touchdown strike.
Aerosol. I think I was looking more for the ground pound on this one. But just shows you how well-rounded both teams are. They can play. They can pick how you want to do it. You want to run it. You want to throw it. We can get down either way. That's why I think we're both in agreement. There's going to be a lot of points scored in this one.
Yep. Pullman is deep to receive, and Pullman will scoop it up at about the 12. Out past the 20 to the 25-yard line for the Mustangs' second possession of the game.
Probably not the prettiest kick you're ever going to see, but the end result was good, right? Yep. I think the less you can get it deep into Pullman's hands where he's got some space to create, maybe the better that kickoff coverage team will appreciate that.
So Barrett Wilkie and crew back out there offensively for the Mustangs. Coach Stoddard says no better backfield duo in the state than these two seniors, Barrett Wilkie and Becker Pullman. And there is Wilkie breaking a tackle, spinning through. And the Mustangs have been getting it in chunks on the ground.
Yep, and you'll watch here on the replay as we get this chance to see this. Ren Brown does a great job. He's the right tackle here. He's going to right guard. He's going to wash this nose out, which drives him into the linebacker. That's the beauty of just a good, solid double team. That hole is made before anything else happens. A good job by Ren Brown there, number 77.
Ren Brown, Garrett Hansen, Gatlin Davidson.
That's a great name. Gatlin.
Good carry again by Wilkie.
That's what Sandy Creek's going to have to look at how they're going to have to combat this, right? They're starting to get washed off the football. It's a great job by the Stanton offensive line. They are doing phenomenal. bases are wide, hands are in a good spot, driving feet, able to move the line of scrimmage. When you're 4 or 5 yards before contact is even made with your ball carrier, you are doing more than your share of work, so credit to those men up front.
Interesting in the scout that Sandy Creek did in chatting with Andrew Kuda. He said, you know, that offensive line just does not get enough credit for Stanton. And there the defense steps up on second down, and that's a loss. Good support there, and the tackle by Ethan Shaw.
Yep, you're going to hear Shaw's name on both sides of the ball. Stanton tries to get a little bit of counter action, pull action here, pulling Big Ren Brown and the tight end as well. Good job there by number 9 from Sandy Creek, just washing that down, riding that thing all the way. Jacob Peter there with a great hustle play and effort.
Third down and 6. Wilkie rolling to his right. Nobody there, has some room in front of him, pulls it down. He's got the first down and more, and steps out of bounds at the 27-yard line after picking up a first down on 3rd and long.
Good recognition here by Wilkie, right as he starts to feel the pass rush get after him. He knows that there's a lane, just a little bit too deep by Peter on the pass rush, and then not quite enough follow through from his other guys behind him there. Created the lane, Wilkie took advantage of it.
First down. Right up the middle again goes Barrett Wilkie. Anyway, the comment from Andrew Kuda, he said this line gets a lot of credit. Ren Brown gets, you know, a lot of publicity, but he said if you look across the landscape in 8-man football, there are really no more 3 dominant offensive linemen than all 3. He said, talked about Gatlin Davidson specifically and said he is really, really good for an 8-man offensive lineman.
The thing that you take away from Stanton when you start to watch them, right, they're going to try to manipulate you a lot with an unbalanced look. They're going to try to get you to shift your defense around into different positions. But what they are clinical at is they're pulling. They pull really, really well. And they right there on cue.
Another different front, and Wilkie picks up the first down.
Yep, Davison just out leading the charge, right? And it doesn't seem like a lot to the layman watching it at home, but when you get a bigger human being out in space against a smaller human being, a lot of times they'll miss. When you watch his feet, he's able to lock on a block, get a first down for his team, just secure the path for Wilkie to run up the field.
Yeah, this is a Mustang team of Dave Stoddard, who will show you multiple different fronts, multiple looks. Speed to the outside there, tried to stretch it. Nice job, but still a gain of 5 yards on the carry. Carry by Hunter Robinette. Oh, check that, that's Becker Pullman. 1, not 7.
Ushered out of bound there by Alston Clark. He's in hot pursuit the entire time. Just trying to get Pullman the ball with a head of steam. And you see Scott shoot the shot there, follows it down, wraps up, tackle after a gain still of 4 yards.
Pressure show, Wilkie spins out of it, still on his feet driving. That was a no gain as they brought the safety up.
I mean, Wilkie is strong. I mean, he's just a strong kid. He looks to be stopped about 4 yards from the first down, still pushes forward, gets 2 additional yards, bringing up this 3rd and 2. Another guy that probably doesn't get enough credit here. The linemen get a lot of love in this setup, but Arns does a great job as well at the tight end position.
Right in the middle again, that's enough for a first down, and inside the 5 down to about the 3-yard line.
A lot of trust displayed here by Coach Stoddard as they go through. Red Brown was at center there. The tackle, we've seen him at guard. You never know where it's going to come from, and with that variety, you never know if there's going to be any kind of tendency that you can find.
How about these two, Matt?
Yeah, it's impressive, man. That's
66 of 74 touchdowns, those two.
Yeah, one leads Class D1 and one's 5th in D1 in rushing. It's not bad to hang your hat on.
Not at all. Wilkie under center. First down and goal to go. Wilkie rolls to his left, follows his blocks, and in for another Mustang touchdown. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for Stanton.
Good part about this for us, Larry, is that we're going to see a lot of the same plays. We get the reverse out by the quarterback, just a QB sweep. He's patient, lets everybody get out in front of him, follows his blockers, and then his power takes over, right? Just going to follow that little motion. Everybody else is trying to just get everything sealed on. Great job. Cake block as Wilkie heads into the end zone. By number 1 there, Becker Pullman. When I can catch it, I can run it, and I can block too, Coach.
2-point try upcoming. Sweep action here, and there is Pullman, and the 2-point conversion is good. 10 plays, 55 yards, 8 points on the board. Wilkie, 9 carries, 50 yards for Stanton.
Stanton, too, the running backs, they really know that there's a point of no return. They reach that edge, and they know they've got to turn up the field. Good job there by Pullman, just being patient, letting Ren Brown and his crew kind of get things set up, falling that into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Got what we wish for, bud.
Yep, absolutely. Back and forth, huh?
Lord, yeah.
And we've got a lot more coming your way, not only tonight in Class A, but how about all day tomorrow? More live coverage of the NSAA High School Football Championships on Nebraska Public Media Sports. Class C2 Championship beginning at 10 a.m., followed by the C1 game at 2:30, and the B contest wraps up tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And you can catch it all on Nebraska Public Media or on the free Nebraska Public Media app.
Coach Lindgren there getting everybody ready to roll on special teams here for Sandy Creek. We're in one here today. We're going to be back and forth up and down the field. Defense may be optional today, but it could come down to one key stop at a time where we don't think it may happen.
Right.
Tell you what, these young men get their cardio in. There's not a lot of phases of this game. We're not going to see a lot of similar numbers in. So we get ready to watch Becker Pullman cover the kickoff.
Rimpey and Livgren deep, a little onside, and it's recovered. Onside kick recovered by the Mustangs, and they just stole a possession. Austin Clausen comes up with the recovery.
Yep. This is a film, this is a coaching. You get that 4-man front on the front line there. You can see the wide open space in the middle. Good execution there. Ball covered up. Shaw really didn't have much chance to get onto that one. It's kicked directionally away from him. It's just a tough one with the 3. Actually, they got 3 up there.
You know, both of these coaches said it's going to come down to one team stopping the other on one play, or maybe if you lose the turnover battle by 2, that's the team that's going to win it. Something like that is like stealing a possession.
Oh, 100%. If you're Sandy Creek right now, you just got to settle yourself, right? Settle yourself in, find a way to get a stop.
So they take over in Cougar territory.
Fumble.
On the ground. Right back on top of it are the Mustangs, and that was the one part of the Mustangs game they were concerned about. They have been a bit turnover prone on that exchange.
Yeah, that quarterback center exchange, all due respect, by this point in time in the year should be academic. You've had thousands of snaps at that. Center's got to sit down on the hands, quarterback's got to lift up on the hands, and it goes for an easy transition of the football.
So it was a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd down and 13. Wilkie, option near side. Pitches it out, and nothing there. That went nowhere. Great hit and tackle by Wes Biltoft.
This is really well done by Biltoft. He fights off of the block from Ren Brown, which is sank quite a bit, and then he's in pursuit immediately. So he strings this thing out. So watch him, we're hands on. We're going to get down the field. Quarterback's taken out, so all the responsibilities are done. Biltoft finishes it off. From his linebacker position, just an easy scrape. 88 can't get it accomplished there. Biltoft just rolls it right out of bounds. Good tackle.
So now 3rd down and long. Back to throws Wilkie. Across the middle, a bit too tall for his intended receiver, Becker Pullman.
I would just look a little disjointed from the start. Had a late substitution down there at the bottom of the screen. Got that up just trying to get Pullman on a crossing route. Shaw in coverage there. Unfortunately for them, ball was overthrown.
It'll bring up 4th down.
If you're Sandy Creek here, you got to be on high alert. Last time you got to 4th down, fell asleep a little bit, miscommunication in the secondary, lost track of a receiver. So deep breath, make sure everybody's on the same page, communicate as we get ready to possibly take a timeout, it seems.
How big of a play is this, though, for Sandy Creek? You gave up the possession on the onside kick to get off the field and not give up points here would be massive.
Yeah, it'd be a big juice, a big jolt of energy for them, right? You had something that could be viewed as catastrophic happen to you. Giving up possession in this game is going to be a big deal. But your defense can come out and answer the bell. You get a stop here on 4th down. Now you're settled in. It's all back into the rhythm. Okay, we overcame that. We've got something waiting for them, too. We'll see how they respond if we pull this off.
Let's go down to the field to Doug Duda.
Well, how often do you see 12-0 teams execute a perfect onside kick like we just saw? How much do you get that in practice? But Sandy Creek definitely in different territory, and we talk about this every year in 8-man, how deep these teams actually can be playing into the 4th quarter. Not only has Sandy Creek given up 14 points in the 1st quarter, they haven't given up that many points in the playoffs, and only one team all year has scored more than 14 points. Another one of their rivals in Exeter Milligan Friend, who was last year's state runner-up. So after averaging a 55-point win in every playoff game, already the 2nd most points they've given up, and Stanton does it in 10.5 minutes.
How about that? And that was a great game last year between Stanton and EMF in that state championship that the Mustangs won.
Okay, so again, Stanton going to manipulate the scenario. You've got 5 guys to the right of the center.
Looking to do the same thing with that little wheel route. Coming back for it and knocked away. And a flag on the play. And that's going to be pass interference on the Cougars.
It's a better job in coverage, right? It's the same thing that we saw before. Okay, the motion across, it gets sorted out. Yep, he did. He inhibited his ability to get just a different player running it. 22 to Austin Clausen down there trying to make the play. Unfortunately for Sandy Creek.
Pass interference. Sandy Creek.
Biltoff just needed to turn his head around. Maybe he could make a play on the ball, but big happenings here now. You know you can get him down to 4th and long. Now you just got to make sure you get that correct, and they don't convert that.
So the penalty makes it 1st down. And Stanton, the drive continues. There's Wilkie right up the middle. Gain of 5 yards for Barrett Wilkie.
Just an old school principle, right? If I can get 4 yards on 1st down, I make the rest of my play calling back. I shrink it up quite a bit. I've got to get 2 yards my next 3 plays to be able to get a 1st down. So old school in its methodology, but effective in its execution.
That will be the final play of quarter number 1. The Stanton Mustangs on their 3rd possession of this 1st quarter. They already have 2 touchdowns and driving for a possible 3rd. It is 14-6. Mustangs with the lead here after the 1st. Come on back and see if they can finish this drive as well.
Five Points Bank supports your local community. Five Points Bank, supporting local communities and athletes as a proud sponsor of the NSAA High School State Championships on Nebraska Public Media.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, We are charged with bringing the best of public power to our communities and energizing their tomorrows. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
Coverage of the 2024 NSAA High School Football Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
From the capital city here in Lincoln, 14-6. Stanton Mustangs with the lead over top-seeded Sandy Creek. And the Mustangs driving once again. Converted on that fourth down, on a crucial fourth down on a pass interference to keep this drive alive. Now second down and 6 as we begin second quarter action here at Memorial Stadium. Direct snap, spinning out of one tackle, still on his feet, and driving forward is Becker Pullman.
Tough to defend there. You got the full sell as the direct snap goes to Pullman. Good blocking by the interior line there, as we've seen most of the early part of this game. And then good tough run by Pullman.
First down and goal to go. Ball at the 7. Pullman right. Here is with me. And leaning toward the goal, but does not get there on the carry by Barrett Wilkie.
Yep, so again, creative formation, right? You're gonna move Ren Brown over to the right guard. Get a couple pin backs. You've got a couple guys outside of him, as we see it right there. You see the big man pull the corner. He knows where he's supposed to go. You'd love to see him hustle through there, continue on his path. Maybe him just get in the end zone. Wilkie will follow him, but second goal at the 1 for Stanton.
Wilkie now under center. Logan Tiki behind him. And Wilkie will follow Tiki into the end zone for another Mustang touchdown.
Yeah, good job up front. Sandy Creek's gonna have to find some answers here in the trenches. You may look to see them start to slant some more. You may look to see them start to run some twist game. But Stanton up front now has control of the line of scrimmage. And you watch them, they're able to just get everything washed down. Tiki just leads up in through there into the end zone.
7 plays, 36 yards on the drive. 2-point try upcoming. Pullman has it. And does not get it.
Good job there by the Sandy Creek defense of stringing that out. Again, Viltop just makes everything go lateral, right? He just fights off the blocks, makes it all move down sideways, and able to thwart the 2-point conversion.
So 20-6, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for the Mustangs. Here's another look at the 2-point try.
Got a foot out of bounds there, I think, before he got the ball across the pylon.
Pullman thought he had it. I think that foot right there.
Yep.
Right on the line.
The angle, great call there by our official on the side judge. Excellent work.
I want to make sure you say that tomorrow night, too. I want to hear you a few times walk out and congratulate them, tell them what a great job they're doing.
I think my reputation with referees is pretty, it used to be bad. Like when I was a young coach, it was obnoxious. Right now, I'm just like, hey man, I wouldn't want your job. I appreciate you coming out here and doing this. If you could watch number 75 holding number 52, I'd appreciate that though.
Were you describing yourself in general when you were younger, or as a coach when you said obnoxious?
I was always chatty with the refs when I would play. It was fun because they would warn you, they'd be like, hey, knock it off, like got it. But as a young coach, when I thought just winning was the end of the world, and the louder I yelled at the official, the better it would go. Yeah. Jack Tarr, who's down working the event, he will vouch for that. Because it was in Malcolm. He's like, hey, maybe we just don't yell at him the full game. Like, take a quarter or two off. Yeah, I thought it would affect the outcome. It did not. I was sort of mistaken.
Take a quarter or two off. Tiki fires that through. Flip backward, look out. Boy, good return. They ran it back 15 yards to carry it forward another 20.
Yeah, maybe just a little attempted reverse there.
Yeah.
Get the ball in hand to your speed guy. Get Rampy the ball and see what he can do. Shake loose there. Good starting field position over Sandy Creek. We'll see it here. Just a little pooch kick. Fielded cleanly. Trying to get Stanton to break down. Trying to get Stanton to follow what would look like a reverse action. Unfortunately, did not work for the Cougars.
Drive begins for Sandy Creek at the 36-yard line, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Under center, or in the shotgun, is Ethan Shaw. Shaw will keep. And Shaw is drugged down. And there's our guy, Garrett Hansen, the motor.
Yeah, he just goes. I mean, he is active out there. Sandy Creek here trying to get to the corner. Misses a couple blocks here on the edge, right? Just got to do a little bit better job, run into each other, which is unfortunate. It was difficult to get out there, but things that can get worked out fairly simply in the game.
Carson Tomasek on that last tackle, by the way. Back to throw is Shaw. Look downfield, under pressure, and throws it away.
Smart decision there by Shaw, right? Play breaks down. Good coverage downfield by Stanton. Just get rid of the football, live to fight another day. Man, Stanton, though, that onside kick got Stanton quite a bit of juice here. They're pinning their ears back and they're getting after here. Sandy Creek gonna have to find something here, get this momentum shifted back in their favor. Best thing to do that right now is just string a couple first downs together.
3rd down and 9. Out of the flat, grab, and stop short is Connor Rippey.
Good catch by Rampy, turns to the outside, just fights upfield. Get this to 4th and 1 or 2. That definitely a down that they've picked up 100 times.
4th down and 2 upcoming for Sandy Creek.
So a quick stop out on the outside. Had a lot of space. Corner was playing off, so you take advantage of it. If they're going to give it to you, you take it. Good job of running up to the football there, and a good solid tackle by Austin Clausen.
4th down. Rippey in the backfield, along with Shaw.
Family going to bring pressure here up in the middle.
Shaw has the 1st down and then some. Look out, here goes Shaw. Outside, Shaw, touchdown, Sandy Creek.
But just what Sandy Creek needed was just an answer, okay? Get to 4th and short, stands in an aggressive mindset. They're going to blitz the play with Pullman up the middle. Great play call there by coach to get to the ball to the outside. Shaw able to fight off a tackle from the safety, get in the end zone for a nice long touchdown. We see the replay right here. Quarterbacks introducing themselves again. Shaw won that battle. Wilkie missed the tackle.
2-point try. Going to his right, under some pressure. Still looking. Will throw it up, and tipped away. Nice job by Jordan Clausen at the last minute to tip that away.
You've seen
try, no good.
You've seen quite a bit of football in your lifetime. I've got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
LP.
All right.
Are you trying to get back here and you have an onside kick of your own?
No.
Do you feel you've got enough time in the game? Just going to let this play out?
I think you still have time.
Okay.
Unless you've seen something, right, that is obvious, and you get out there and all of a sudden you see it again. Here is another look at the touchdown by Ethan Shaw.
Just great run here by Shaw. Will get a little high on the tackle. Shaw able to fight it off. Then once you get the big man in the open field, he's going to take her to the house.
32, the magic number for Sandy Creek. Both touchdowns have been from 32 yards out. One on a touchdown pass from Shaw, and that one on a 32-yard run from Ethan Shaw.
Yep, I think you got a great call too. You just wait a little bit of time. They're with the possessions the way they've gone. I do think now Sandy Creek kind of has a trump card because they have the ball to start the second half. Okay, so they'll get that possession out of it. Maybe it's not that big a deal. But if it kind of continues the way it is, they're going to have to take one of those opportunities at some time. And if you look right here at Stanton's alignment, nobody again in front of the kicker. So you do have a nice little space in there just in case you need it. Not coming from an old special teams coach or anything. There's definitely something that happened. So we get a little dust storm on the side.
What was that?
Did you see that?
Holy cow, it just came out of nowhere.
Not sure what happened there. I'm not real good at field maintenance, but I don't think that's supposed to happen.
I don't think so either. All right, kicked away. Fair catch is called for and taken by Stanton's Austin Clausen.
Yeah, good, smart play. Kind of had it back at a little weird angle there. Nothing wrong with that. No offensive coach anywhere is going to be bummed out if you just fair catch it. You don't put the ball in jeopardy. Coach Stoddard there locked in. Got to be pretty happy with the way things have gone thus far.
Yeah, I would think. 3 dives, 3 touchdowns. This is their 4th drive of this first half. Here comes Wilkie again. Nice play. And that is, once again, Ethan Shaw busting through there to make the play.
Shaw's watched quite a bit of film on this because he knows what happens. You have Pullman and number 88, Josh Arns, stacked down here, okay, at the bottom of this formation. He knows that they're coming in to block him. He thinks there's zero possibility for a pass to come out of this scenario. As soon as the ball is snapped, he is gone, defeated the block, got up and tackled Wilkie. Good play there by Ethan. Maybe, just maybe, some genetics factored into that.
A little bit. Dad would have been proud of that one.
Definitely looked like Dad doing that one.
Wilkie slips the tackle, slips another one. Out of the open field. Has some room. Wilkie near side. What a run by Barrett Wilkie into Cougar territory.
It's definitely a frustrating thing for the defensive coordinator here for Stanton. As you have this, everything has gone correctly. Okay, you've done everything you can. The pass coverage is great. He knows he's got to pull this down. Unfortunately, just a step away. And again, the lower body strength of Wilkie is just really impressive. Once he gets in the open space, he knows what to do. As built off ushers him out of bounds there.
32-yard scramble and run for Barrett Wilkie. And now they find themselves into Cougar territory. Give up the middle. Short gain, maybe 2 yards.
What a play. Great play there by Hudson Devlin, right? They've seen this play before, the direct snap. He crashes down flat and fast on this and eliminates that from getting anything more than a yard or 2. Good job there by that young man, Hudson Devlin. Nobody until you've done that. All you defensive ends out there, I feel your pain. It's an impossible task, and that was really well done.
Second down and 9.
Play clock at 2.
And they take the timeout.
If they had just some Oh, I love it.
Timeout.
I love it. The joys of coaching.
Coach Stoddard let him know.
Yep. There are a lot of things that can happen in a game, and there's a lot of emotion goes into it. Sometimes you gotta let the fellas know that that wasn't acceptable behavior. The even better part is they're kind of out there getting after each other while they're doing it.
Well, some good things to talk about this week on Big Red Wrap-Up. We bring you all things Nebraska football. It's coming out Wednesday night this week. Host Michael Severe along with former Husker Jay Moore, special guests for game breakdowns, in-depth analysis. On Wednesday, they recap the Wisconsin game and then look forward to the regular season finale in Iowa City against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Tune in for the special Wednesday night edition, 7 p.m. Central on World and 10 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
I talked to Gavin. I guess my invite got lost in the mail.
Oh, no, it didn't. No, he didn't send one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Clear there. Second down and 9. Wilkie in the backfield. Wilkie Slips through a couple tackles, and Wilkie with the first down to the 20-yard line. 9-yard carry, make it 10 for Wilkie.
Nice job here by Garrett Hansen, this center. And I believe, well, they move around so much. If he's not at the correct position, I apologize. But this is a nice pull. He gets around, he pulls, he leads Pullman right up into the hole. It's an athletic move, but like I said before, they're pulling in the things that they do up front with their offensive line. It's a credit to how they're coached. Coach Peter and Coach Davison do a great job.
First and 10. There's that little sneak right up the middle again. Stole 3 yards on first down.
Yep, getting shorter. First couple of one was about 6. Yep. 4. Now we're down to 2. So Sandy Creek kind of knows what to expect. Kind of keeping that field, making sure that second down is a little bit longer than they may want it to be.
Senior Wilkie will go under center on second down. On the right side, following his block of Pullman.
Really nice play here by Jacob Peter. Jacob Peter's playing the defensive end spot number 9 for Sandy Creek. He's going to get engaged by the tackle or the tight end. But he just fights. He fights his hands. He fights his feet. Gets over there. That's a really impressive play by that young man.
There's Jacob Peter, the senior. 94 tackles on the year. 4 sacks. Third down and 5.
Play clock at 7.
Loose in the backfield and the turnover. Cougars are on it.
Hudson Devlin with the recovery. Tried to go back to the well, right? Tried to go back to the direct snap to Pullman. Just kind of losing back in behind there. We're going to see it right here. Ball's fumbled there. The ball just came out a little bit high. Unfortunate, but Devlin, right spot, right time. Recovery, huge play for Sandy Creek. Got that possession back without having to do anything really crazy.
Said it early, it was the one maybe weakness of this Mustang squad is they have tended to turn it over a bit off of the snap. That time from the gun.
So most time when you get in this situation, you want to take a shot.
And they will. Shaw goes downfield. Connor Rempe can't catch up to it.
Yep. So again, as we talked before, and I believe before it was a different receiver, but Rempe has some freedom out here when he runs this route. He can see that Wilkie's got him covered where he wants to go, so he breaks the route off. Shaw unfortunately didn't see it that way through to where he thought he was going to be instead of where the defense dictated. Some high, I mean, they're high level, high football IQ guys.
Second and 10. Shaw will keep. Good gain on second down.
Good tough run because of manageable 3rd and 4 yards. Right, they're trying to take advantage of some of the aggressiveness of the Stanton defense. Pullman comes up the field, just going to follow your blocking back, follow your puller, always falling forward. Right, so now you got 3rd and 3 or 4.
Shaw in the gun. Rempe behind him. 3rd down. Shaw option to the left. Rempe has it and the first down. Rempe, look out, has some speed. Rempe near side. Rempe could go, and he will. Touchdown, Rempe.
Play that will warm the hearts of many a Nebraska football fan. Some good old-fashioned sprint option. Shaw does a nice job here. The defensive end originally doesn't do a whole bunch to make him have to dictate to pitch it. A lot of times the high school quarterback, they'll just want the ball out of your hands. And we see him go down here. Good job of slow playing there by Josh Arns. He waits for him to commit. When he commits, now he knows he's got it. And then after that, this is all Rempe. Rempe takes control of it. Connor Rempe making his presence known in this big game. Sandy Creek with a chance to tie this up.
2-point try for the tie. Same play to the left. Keep this time. In there for the 2-point conversion, and we are knotted up with 5:58 to play here before halftime.
The thing I absolutely love about the play callers in this game thus far, if I find something that is successful, I'm going to run it again until you stop it. The beauty of option football is the defender cannot be right. You can't be right. If you pick one, you're wrong. And then I just get an athlete up there and he makes a great play. So kudos to both play callers on both sides. Makes me very happy. Sometimes play callers like to show you all of the plays that they have in their playbook. It's very unnecessary. Run the ones that work. Run them well. They've got a second option to them. Just do that.
Longest drive of the game for either team. That was 3 plays, 61 yards, capped by a 55-yard touchdown run by Connor Rimpey.
Boys of the fellas on Sandy Creek is pretty impressive, right? You had every reason to depress the panic button.
Yep.
You got an onside kick. They were driving down to score. You're just waiting for an opportunity. Stanton made a mistake on a snap. You take full advantage of that mistake.
Numbers for Rimpey, his first touchdown of the game, his 9th rushing touchdown of the year. He's now over 300 yards rushing on the season and nearing 800 yards receiving.
Just a quick sidebar before we get too far in this. Is anybody, the 8-man overtime rules, are they the same as?
Yeah.
Okay, so we could be here until the kick of the A game.
Yeah, would that be fun? Squid right through the middle, dropped on it right on the 25-yard line.
Okay, Stanton, 5:57 to go here in the second half. See what the Mustangs can come up with. I'm sure it will be something. Garrett Hansen might be my guy. He's literally out there by the ball, looking back at the coach like, hey man, let's get this going. There's football to play. I would like to play some football right now, please.
He is wound. One speed. Good pad popping there after gain of 1 yard, brings up second down. The carry by Wilkie, and it looks like the Cougars beginning to figure this out a bit.
Yeah, we'll mention it again. Unsung in the game are the things like this, right? But if you watch number 9, Jacob Peter, he just strings it and strings it and strings it and makes it go further and further and further. Then his secondary help and his support can come up. Good tackle there by Connor Rimpey.
Wilkie over 100 yards rushing. 18 carries right at 100. His 13th straight 100-yard rushing game, and he's going to add to it here. That's going to be enough for a first down.
That great call here by Coach Stoddard, right? Sees some of the adjustments that Sandy Creek has made, goes back, changes up the formation just a little bit. Has what I would call a wing, and then another just offset fullback just to get another body over there. They get the corner secure and bring up this 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down, 1 yard. 3rd and 1, so they're not going to give him a first.
I think he stepped out right before it got there. He just got a little bump from somebody on the.
Wilkie under center. He'll keep. Has some room near side. Wilkie breaks a tackle, breaks another, still on his feet. Breaks, does not break a third, and just hanging on and bringing him down is Cameron Seeley. Otherwise, that might have been another 6.
That could have been. It was looking that way, but great play by the young freshman. Just getting an ankle. Again, reverse out, lead block, lead kick. Good job there by number 42 for Stanton, Logan Tietke. And then Wilkie just goes, right? If you get one to him, you better make sure that one is a sure tackler. Good job by the offensive line. Gatlin Davison and Garrett Hansen just washing that down, right? Any movement laterally from the defensive line you get, Wilkie just needs a crack, and he's going to go.
20-yard gain by Wilkie, picks up the first down. Toss here to Pullman. Pullman slips through another tackle. Good gain on first down for Becker Pullman.
Man, both the running styles of Pullman and Wilkie are great to watch, right? They're behind, they have their pads ahead of the football. There's a forward lean to them, and they're just so quick out of cuts. It's very impressive to watch.
Second down, 5 to go. Wilkie tripped up. Nice play on the edge. Tackle made by Connor Rimpey.
Good job here by Rimpey at run support, right? If there's a pin, you've got to replace. So everything in front of him starts to get washed down. The receiver he was in coverage with goes down into block. He knows he's got to replace. Comes up, just good fundamental low tackle on Wilkie there. Gets the man to the ground, which is the end game. Come up on 4 minutes to go in the first half. Again, 5 to the right of the center, 4 to the right of the center.
A lot of beef in front of Wilkie, leans forward and has enough for a first down.
We'd love to hear how Stanton calls plays, how you're calling it to align the different guys in different spots. We see Red Brown there. Again, move to the right side of the offensive line. Instead of pulling back across the way he did before, he pulls to the outside to lead on a toss. So the verbiage of that would be fascinating for football nerds like me all over the state. Literally impossible to probably develop a tendency call on anybody.
Yeah.
Wilkie comes off the side, getting a little bit of medical help here. No big deal. We're just going to put Pullman in at quarterback. We won't miss a beat.
There's Pullman. Good cutback. Leans forward inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Garrett Hance again just doing what he does. Just doing what he does. He pulls and kicks. Gives his quarterback a chance to get up the field. You're going to see him there from the center position. You don't see a lot of centers pulling. Kicks out the linebacker. Number 7, Alston Clark. Good positive gain for the Mustangs. Good hustle there by number 68, Jack Watts, falling downfield.
Second and short. Becker Pullman now at quarterback. Pullman with the carry. Spins out of the tackle, leans forward inside the 5-yard line. That's enough for a first down. It's going to be first and goal upcoming for the Mustangs as they try to answer the touchdown by Sandy Creek.
Wilkie heading back into the game. Quite a luxury for Coach Stoddard that you've had multiple players of a high level play quarterback for you this year and give you the ability to use multiple guys just in case somebody gets hurt. Brown's a guard, lock in a tackle.
Wilkie back in there, and he's going to be taken down. Ethan Shaw with the tackle.
It's a good one-on-one open field tackle by Shaw. Not a lot to diagnose. Just it's you versus Wilkie in the hole. See him coming downhill there, doesn't get too wide. Beats his aggressiveness in that he beats what the blocker was intended for him. There's a receiver coming in to try to get him from the side, but he diagnosed it quick, got up and made a play.
Lost a yard on the play. Second down and goal to go.
As we've seen this formation quite a bit. Pullman has gotten the ball in the formation. Wilkie has kept the ball in the formation.
Wilkie keeps, leans forward, still driving. Wilkie touchdown from 4 yards out, right up the middle.
So as we go back and once we get a replay on this, something that Sandy Creek and its staff may have to talk about at half here. We're just going to have to start to get inside maybe a little bit more, look at maybe a little bit double A gap. Unfortunately for them, this is just a wedge. You see both the guards just go in and form a wedge. They're just churning feet.
Two-point try upcoming. Do the same play again, and they get it. Ran it right up the middle. Not quite the tush push, but not
too far from it. Not too far from it.
Not too much different.
In the NFL, they're pushing the quarterback tush, and this one he's pushing the lineman tush.
That's right.
Keep running, you big hosses. I'll follow right behind you into the end zone. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And if you're going to have the ability to run that play as simple and as mind-numbing as it is, it can be all those things, but it can also be very effective. You just got a touchdown and 2 points out of it.
Well, that was an answer that Stanton needed. 28-20, Sandy Creek important drive upcoming with 1:30 remaining because they get the ball to start the second half. So a touchdown here would mean they could take a lead early in the third.
Now, 1:31 to go. Sandy Creek ability to got a couple weapons, able to throw to it with Rempe and Seeley. So by no means do I see them kind of going conservative here. I see them trying to get this down, get this thing tied at halftime.
That last drive, 10 plays, 56 yards. Wilkie now 24 carries, 137 with 3 touchdowns.
Before we went to the kickoff shot, here we saw former Husker legend Brian Shaw giving some instruction on the sidelines.
Did we see him? I didn't see him.
We did. He looks a little bit different now.
He does?
Yep, got the glasses on. He's bundled up pretty good, too. So now everybody's in the shade except the Sandy Creek fans. So
gotcha.
The playing field has leveled.
Tiedtke squibs it through again. Oh, ball's on the ground. Recovered by the Mustangs. Big turnover by the Cougars, and an opportunity here late in the first half for Stanton.
Yeah, huge. They're going to see Seeley field the ball. I think the ideal one is he gets it to Rempe, but he isn't able to do that and then just loses track of it. Good recovery there by number 32 for Stanton. As I search frantically for name, Jordan Clausen on the recovery. So I'm Sandy Creek coaching staff right now. I tell them you got to fight for 1:27. For 1:27, we got to bear down. We got to find something. We got to keep them out of the end zone.
28-20, ball in Cougar territory.
Great play.
Nothing there for Wilkie as he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Hudson Devlin here. This is a man. This is a man's work, right? He's got 3 blockers coming at him, and he's able to fight off and stand 3 of them up, make Wilkie go back inside. As Wilkie comes back inside, then he ends up making the play. It's a good job there by Hudson. Big old 55 there.
Wilkie in the gun. Blockers to his right. He'll follow him that way. Cuts it up. Has some room. Gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Bring up third down and about, call it 4 or 5.
Slow to get up there on the sideline for Sandy Creek.
Jack Watts, maybe?
Yeah, I think it might be Watts. But patience by Wilkie, right? I'm not so sure that wasn't designed to be a throw at the first there. But everything wasn't according to plan, so just waited for a hole to open up, turned the ball up, got positive yards.
46 seconds remaining. Wilkie right up the middle, and Wilkie leans forward very near a first down, and they're going to say just short. Brings up 4th down.
Stanton at some point in time there with the clock running, probably going to have to look at using a timeout just because the clock moving. We've got 26 seconds left in the game, right in the quarter.
Got the first down. That will stop the clock. And they move the chains. Mustangs still with 1 timeout remaining. And the clock is rolling. Inside 20 seconds now. Wilkie back to throw and just gets rid of it.
Yeah, Sandy Creek defense able to any lateral motion, they seem to be really successful. Just keep moving that. I think this pass was supposed to go to Pullman, but he got caught up in some of the mix. So good job there by the defense. Now got to stay fundamentally sound. Probably no quarterback sneak is going to come again at some point in time because they have a timeout as they spread it out a little bit more here.
Coming up at half, we'll talk with one of the NSAA's best, and John Dolliver. We'll have more on girls golf and cross-country championships.
Watch the draw.
Toss across the middle, caught at the 3, did not get there. Enough for the first down, though, and that will stop the clock with 6 seconds left.
Okay.
Mustangs are going to get right up on it quickly, but they're going to take a timeout first.
Yeah. Got to take the timeout. If I'm Sandy Creek, okay, I am loading both A gaps. I am submarining everyone, okay? It's perfectly legal. There's nothing wrong with it.
Stanton.
But you're not going to get me on a QB sneak, okay? If I get every gap and I just submarine that thing where I take out, if I'm just low, and I make sure that the center doesn't go forward, both guards don't go forward, I've got to make a defensive adjustment here because they've proven when they need it, they're going to go at you in that manner. So when we submarine, what we want to do is if we're in our stance, and a lot of common tendency for kids is to stand up and they want to see what's going on. Nope. I'm going to have to be selfless. I'm going to be down in the thigh pad area, and I'm just going to move my feet. I'm going to try to I'm just going to try to force my way through a gap. Worst case scenario, I get through. Best case scenario, I grab an ankle and I can take the quarterback out. So just staying as low as possible. For those that are a little bit older age like me, if you used to bear crawl, you had to bear crawl in grade school gym class, just think of it as a bear crawl. We're going to bear crawl through there and try to keep it as low as possible.
Bear crawls happened on Survivor Saturday, or whatever that was. It was part of the workout, right?
Right.
I mean,
For sure.
Ooh.
No fond memories of those ever.
Big play here with 6 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Likely, well, it will be the last play here with having a penalty. Last play of this first half, and an opportunity for Stanton to take a 2-touchdown lead. Sandy Creek needs a big stop here. Barrett Wilkie in the gun. Wilkie takes the snap, bobbles it, and they hold. Sandy Creek has held to end the first half.
Good job there by the Cougs, right? A little fortunate. The snap was not the best one. It was fumbled. But you keep points off the board, you get the ball to start the second half. God, what a half of football. It's a lot of emotional happenings there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Onside kicks, fumbles, and drives, and it was great.
Let's go down to Doug Duda.
All right, we're here at halftime with Sandy Creek head coach Andrew Kuda. How big is that stop there?
Yeah, that was huge for us. That puts us in a situation where we're just down a score still, and it's our ball coming out.
Watts hurt right there at the end. What did they tell you?
We're going to get him checked out at halftime, and we'll see.
Obviously, this is something different than the kids have been in down at half and giving up this many points. What are you seeing defensively?
Yeah, I just feel like we're making too many mistakes right now. If we can clean some of those things up, we'll be in a much better position.
What are you seeing that those mistakes are right now?
Right now, I just feel like guys are trying to do too much, do more than what they need to do. We just need to get back to what we've worked on all week and all year.
And you were down 14, came back, tied the football game, had to feel good about that.
Yeah, we've had our opportunities. We've given up the ball twice on kick return. We couldn't get a stop on that long 4th down play, so we're right there. We're just coming up a little short, and I think if we can make those plays in the second half, we'll be in a lot better spot.
All right, Coach, we'll let you get to it. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
That's Andrew Kuda, head football coach of your Sandy Creek Cougars. They trail at halftime for the first time this year to last year's champion, Stanton, 28-20.
Thank you very much, Doug. We appreciate it. And you are right. We are at half of this Class D1 state championship between Sandy Creek and Stanton. What a big momentum shift there at the end for the Cougs.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is ready to help. A hydrostatic transmission assists its operation. Attachments are available for a variety of jobs. The Kubota BX Series. Demos are available through your local Kubota dealers. To learn more, KubotaNEsports.com.
We come from different places.
To push past anyone standing in our way who say,
"You're not good enough."
You can't afford this. We stare down the challenges.
And we tell them yes.
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 Yes, I can.
We come together with Maverick spirit.
With hope.
With determination.
With passion.
We build up our community. Somos familia.
Because our community is part of us.
And we are a part of something bigger than ourselves.
We share one goal. To change the course of our lives
forever.
Back here at Memorial Stadium, 28-20 our halftime score. The Mustangs of Stanton on top. of Sandy Creek and a great Class D1 state championship. Joined now by one of the assistant directors or associate directors of the NSAA, John Dolliver. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was just, before when I said you're one of the best, I was just reading a script. I didn't really.
I was wondering where you got that from.
Yeah, I certainly didn't make that up. Hey, let's talk about girls golf. You had a pretty good girls golf tournament.
We did. We have, we're actually in girls golf in the fall. We're in 3 amazing communities. The weather this year was very cooperative. Mm-hmm. It's always fun to talk about it when the weather cooperates because it seems like everything goes really well. But the places that we're at and the communities that help host Girls State Championship Golf do a phenomenal job. Class A, Grand Island, Riverside Country Club, they've done a great job. They are a longtime girls golf host for the NSAA. Class B was actually in Gehring in the Panhandle.
Yeah.
Golf is one of the few activities that we can take outside of Omaha and Lincoln, the metro areas, and get it across the state. Gehring and Scottsbluff, they're a joint community host out there, and this year we were at Monument Shadows for the Class B girls golf, and then Class C, we're in North Platte at Lake Maloney.
Yeah, and some great facilities too.
Absolutely. You know, I think we're pretty thankful for the places that we get to play golf, not only for our girls, but also for the boys. And so it's one of those things that when we get to go to those places, I know the kids are very appreciative. Even the long trek out to Gehring, people appreciate it because it's a great golf course.
Here are your state champs. In A, it was Marion. In B, Duchesne. In Class C, it was the Wayne Blue Devils who took home the title. Let's shift gears and talk about the cross country, another one of your fall championships.
Yeah, so boys and girls cross country championships. They've got a long-time home at the Kearney Country Club in Kearney there, and can't thank enough Brady Bonzel and his the UNK track and field, our cross country people that help out with our event there. The Kearney Country Club staff is very accommodating. I mean, we take over a golf course in the fall and basically turn it into one of the toughest cross-country courses in the Midwest at that time. And so we're thankful that they allow us to be there and run on that. And we have some phenomenal cross-country runners in our state right now. Right. We have a young man from Fremont, Juan Gonzalez, that won the state championship, and he's one of the best runners in the country right now. And so we have cross-country is a sport that's grown since my time at the NSAA. We have a lot more kids competing, a lot more teams competing, and it's taken off. I call it the hidden gem of our championships because if you haven't been out there to see it, you need to. We get about 7,000-8,000 people out there to watch. We had beautiful weather again. I talked about how nice it is when we have good weather.
Right. And Kearney does such a good job, the community of Kearney, running this event.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Here are your champs in cross country. Millard West in Class A, Elkhorn North wins it in B, Auburn in Class C, McCool Junction in D, and then on the boys' side, it was Fremont, Pius X, Holdridge, and Perkins County, your state champs on the boys' side in cross country. Some changes upcoming to one of the winter sports here. We've got shot clocks all around this year in basketball.
We do. 2 years ago, we added it in Class A. Last year, we added it in Class B. And now this year, we will add it to all 6 of our classes. So C1, C2, D1, and D2 at the varsity level. So kind of an exciting thing. Nebraska's progressive in that aspect. Some of our neighboring states have had it for a while, but we're one of the few now that has added it to our series of regular season, and then we'll use it in the postseason. Varsity only to start with. Lower level can use it, but kind of an exciting time to be at the NSAA and help do basketball and then make those changes to the game.
The feedback's been positive.
It's been really positive. Yeah. You know, I have kids that play basketball, and we've played with and without the shot clock, and people ask me all the time, it doesn't increase scoring. I will tell you that right up front. Like the statistics that we had from other states, but the pace of the game, the end of games, we don't have to hold the ball for possessions to get it back. We can play defense. We don't have to foul at the end of games. So there's a lot of positives to the shot clock. There are some negatives. We're not going to talk about them, but it's been well received in A and B, and I can't wait for it to be in the other 4 classes.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
John Dolliver, Associate Director of the Nebraska School Activities Association. We're at halftime of the Class D1 State Championship. Sandy Creek and Stanton. Mustangs with an 8-point lead.
Why is it important to fill out your FAFSA?
First off,
it's how you apply for federal,
state, and most college-based financial aid.
It's easier to fill out than you think.
Start college on the right track.
You don't have to pay for college on your own.
Education Quest is here to help.
For more information, go to educationquest.org.
Finding your story starts at a place where possibilities align with potential. Chadron State College, where adventures lead to accomplishments, where opportunities connect to engagement. With a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs, plus thousands of friends, CSC has everything you need to find your story. To get started and schedule your visit, csc.edu.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Have you ever driven past these fields without knowing the story they hold? Grown with care and harvested with precision, Nebraska soybeans are where technology meets tradition. Today, soybeans are key ingredients in our food, our transportation, and products around our homes. And tomorrow, the possibilities are endless. So, the next time you pass these fields, remember the power packed into every pod.
Coverage of the 2024 NSAA High School Football Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Back here at Memorial Stadium at halftime of the Class D1 state title between Sandy Creek and Stanton. It is the Mustangs with the lead, 28-20. It was back and forth the entire first half.
Fun football to watch, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Shaw airs it out to Seeley. Get the starter for Sandy Creek.
And these just the Cougars highlights. Ethan Shaw with the touchdown run. That was a 32-yard run. This was a nice 55-yarder to Connor Rempe.
Good run by Rempe, good awareness, knowing that he's got the speed to get across the field, get in the end zone.
Those were the 3 touchdowns for Sandy Creek, and there were 4 from Stanton. They got on the board first.
Just a little breakdown in coverage. Holman able to get open, wide open for the touchdown.
This guy has been a load right here.
He's a monster, man. He is just a monster. Aggressive play there by Coach Stoddard, going with the onside kick, recovered, executed to perfection, turning that into points.
And they did score. And then this score right before halftime with about a minute left, and then there was the turnover and they didn't score, so that was a big play for Sandy Creek. Here are the numbers. 248 total yards to 164.
Yep, that extra possession is good, kind of where that all came from. Look at the third down conversions, though. 4 of 8 on third down conversion for Stanton. Huge thing there for the Mustangs. Time of possession is a crazy stat right now to have this be a 1-score game. 18 minutes and 42 seconds to 5:18. Credit to Sandy Creek, we're just fighting. You're just fighting to stay in.
We had another state championship held late last week out in Kearney. It was the 6-man state championship, Stewart and SEM. There's a touchdown for SEM, 27-yarder on the carry by Jones. Then Stewart with back-to-back TDs. Schmaderer with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Hook and ladder.
14-yard hook and lateral from Paxton. 1-yard dive on the touchdown.
Doug Duda made fun of us earlier when we showed this. We didn't know the rules.
Yeah.
Got him down with pick six is a pick six at any level. Ain't nothing fancy got to happen about that.
42-38. There's the touchdown by Rom, 4-yarder. And state championship for Stewart, 42-38. There is the final, and that snaps a 23-game winning streak for SEM, and Stewart is your six-man state champ.
First title in any sport, crowning champions.
Something dynamic about a team, a family, a community. At UNK, we thrive on collaboration, turning individual strengths into collective triumphs. Lopers are known for healing others, for big business ideas, for teaching and leading, for being the first generation and inspiring the next. At UNK, you won't just follow a path, you'll blaze new trails. While one can be strong, together, we are unstoppable. That's the power of the herd.
Life can move at a pretty fast pace here in Nebraska. From lights on to lights out, there's no stopping our work ethic. That's why at Nebraska Public Power District, we take pride in keeping you going. Pride in knowing that your power grid keeps electricity reliable and ready for that exact moment when you need it. We take on the challenges 24/7 because electricity is the lifeblood of your day. And powering your day is what motivates us to do our very best. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 cause of death in students involved in activities. 7,000 adolescents lose their life annually due to sudden cardiac arrest.
If defibrillation through an AED is administered within the first 3 minutes, survival rates increase to 74%. If an AED is used within the first minute, the survival rate rises to 90%.
For every minute that passes without defibrillation, survival rates decrease by 7 to 10%. Are you and your school prepared?
Coverage of the 2024 NSAA High School Football Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Back here in Lincoln at Memorial Stadium, where we have the Class D1 State Championship to end the afternoon. Doug Duda is with Coach.
All right, he's the coach of the defending state champions. Got an 8-point lead here at halftime. You've hung 28 on a team that hasn't given up more than 22 all year. How'd you feel at halftime?
Really good. We obviously wanted to finish a couple drives. They're a really good football team. They hit us on a couple big plays, but for us, it's going to be getting those stops here in the second half and then us finishing drives once again.
Talk about the onside kick and the execution. How much does a 12-0 team practice that, and what did you see to call that?
With our kicking game, we actually practiced it a lot. The kids we kind of saw an opening there that they had a 3-man front, and credit Logan Tiki in the kickoff team for executing that.
All right, some things that Sandy Creek turned the ball over, gave you a couple extras. So what do you have to do to make sure you maintain this lead to the end of the fourth quarter?
We've got to get aligned to their formations, first of all, and once again, we got to get some stops. They're too explosive of a team, and then once again, we got to get our offense on the field and finish our drives.
Wilkie came out for just a little bit. He okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He just gets a little tired. We run him a lot, so he's doing a great job running the ball. Becker's doing a great job, so yeah, he'll be ready to go in the second half.
Coach, good luck in the second half. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Dave Stoddard, head coach of your Stanton Mustangs. They've got the lead here at halftime, 28-20. We'll be back with the second half kickoff of our D1 State Championship from Memorial Stadium right after this.
As the executive producer of our sports programming, it's really a thrill to be able to produce the high level of sports content that we get to do here at Nebraska Public Media. Being able to be out across the state and representing folks from Lincoln and Omaha to Scottsbluff and Chadron and showcase some of the great athletes that we have within Nebraska is really a thrill for me. And I know that it's a thrill for all of the other producers and crew members who work on all of these shows. Takes a lot of work, but at the end of the day, that final product of being able to air these games and know that people are enjoying them, that's just a thrill, and I am so glad that we're able to do that. I think it's important for people to donate for Nebraska Public Media to continue to deliver the same high quality content that we have. To be able to donate to Nebraska Public Media allows us to continue producing the same high level quality content that you've come to expect from us and that we hope to continue to provide for years to come.
Back here in Lincoln, capital city, where teams from across the state come in to battle for a state championship. This, our second of the day. In Class D1, it's the Mustangs on top of the Cougars, 28-20. And they're a battle of the quarterback. Look at these numbers. Both of these guys, just outstanding players.
It is, and it's great to see it. It's great for the state. It's great for football. But just to watch these two awesome athletes go at it for a half of football, we're spoiled enough. We get another half, that we get to watch another 24 minutes to see who wins this state championship game.
You know, we had that halftime interview with John Dolliver, and I can't believe I didn't ask John who he was rooting for. You know, he's a former Stanton Mustang. Right?
I know.
All-state basketball player, won a state title when he was there, and of course, his brother-in-law is Brian Shaw, who plays coach, and his nephew is the quarterback of his wife, Amber Dolliver, was an outstanding basketball player at Sandy Creek.
His other nephew's the center.
Right.
He's a little bit happy and a little bit sad right now.
I think, you know, I'm guessing he would be rooting for Sandy Creek. You got to root for, it's family, right?
Happy wife, happy life, I think is what they say, right?
But I just want everybody in Stanton to know that that's probably who he's rooting for. So when he comes back into town next time, might want to have a conversation with Mr. Dolliver. I didn't want to put him on the spot. That's why I didn't ask. That's fair. It would have been fun.
It would have been. It would have been very fun, but very fair, very kind of you.
All right, so here we go. Second half underway. Big drive here early on for the Cougars, who are down by a touchdown and a two-point conversion, and they will have it to start this second half. Let's go down to the field to Doug Duda.
So let me get this straight, Larry. You won't make fun of Dolliver, but when I'm eating ice cream, that's when I get rolled over, huh?
No, you get rolled over anytime. It doesn't matter what it doesn't matter.
Or I guess you're sneaking pics of people and their dining choices while they're calling college games. A bad thing, too.
Yeah, that's kind of a jerk.
Inside joke.
Complete and a first down. Good grab there by Cameron Seeley on the toss from Ethan Shaw.
Sandy Creek just coming out slinging it. Just a nice little 10, 15-yard out route here. Good job by Seeley breaking this off. Shaw put it on the money, right where his guy can get it, first down.
One play and right into Mustang territory they go. First down and 10, ball at the 34-yard line, 28-20. Stanton with the lead.
Good new formation here from the Cougars. Got a bunch of bodies down to the bottom of the screen here.
Shaw will carry right up the middle, follows his blockers in for a short gain on first down.
Don't want to get into anyone's business, but if I'm going to run it today, I'm going to find Hudson Devlin and make sure I stay behind that big boy.
Yeah.
To get some stuff moving there. No disrespect to the little guys who are just pulling across there trying to kick out block, but 55 might be my direction.
It's a gain of 2 on first down, so second down and 8. Rimpey in the backfield along with Ethan Shaw. A little mesh there. They'll give it to Rimpey, and what a play defensively. Drugged down by Garrett Hansen, and that guy has a motor.
Yeah, he does. And I tell you, I believe it's Pullman. I apologize, I couldn't get the number. No, it wasn't Pullman, but if we watch up on the outside here, right there, just fighting through a block. 22, is that 32 or 20? Yep, 32.
The guy Jordan Clausen.
Yeah, just fighting through a block there. Good effort there. Able to get the big play made. Third down, 8 to go.
Longish here for Shaw from the gun. He fakes running, pulls back, goes deep, has a man out there. Touchdown! What a strike by Ethan Shaw on target to number 12, Wes Biltoft. 31 yards.
And this is so there is no one else in the route. This is max protect. We're going to give a play action fake. Shaw sells it with a little couple steps forward, steps back, and throws an absolute dime to Biltoft in the end zone. Good execution. Biltoft sells the block. Runs it upfield. I don't know if you could set it out there any better. That's good coverage. Jordan Clausen has nothing to be upset about. He is in the hip pocket. He is there. That's just good coverage, good route. Sometimes that happens.
2-point try to tie it up. Thought about the option, throw to the end zone, and caught. Biltoft again. That connection early on here in this second half, good for 8 points.
Somewhere right now, Tom Osborne, who's watching, I have no doubt, is sitting and smiling. He's played on his field. But this is 39 sprint option pass. And if you watch it, they go downhill. They are selling sprint option on this. Biltoft goes down, gives a little bit of it, just a little block. He just dumps that thing over the top to Biltoft. Impressive drive for the Cougars as they answer right out of the gate here to start the second half.
Constellation is a natural gas commodity supplier in the Choice Gas program, helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given more than $400,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is ready to help. A hydrostatic transmission assists its operation. Attachments are available for a variety of jobs. The Kubota BX Series. Demos are available through your local Kubota dealers. To learn more, KubotaNesports.com.
Shaw to Biltoft on the touchdown, and Shaw to Biltoft on the two-point conversion to tie it up at 28 early on here in quarter number 3.
Just put the corner in conflict, right? He's got two options. That's just a mean play. He's supposed to help on the pitch man, and then the guy that's blocking him just falls behind him into the end zone. Good play design, though, by Sandy Creek. That's a deadly play and almost impossible to defend.
Cameron Seeley to kick it off. Pullman is deep. It'll squib right back through the middle, taken at the 25 and down right there at the 26-yard line. Jordan Clausen picks it up. Neither one of these teams want anything to do with the other team's returners.
No. They don't, and rightfully so. Both deadly, both fast players, both agile players. Totally respect. That's the tip of the cap from both special teams coordinators.
Wilkie back in the shotgun now as Stanton has its first possession of the second half. Fumble, and it's recovered by the Cougars. Ripped out of the hands of Wilkie and 3 Cougars right there. And Ethan Shaw comes up with it.
Ball security is something you talked about in the open. Got to make sure you protect the rock. Unfortunately for Wilkie here, a little bit of a low snap, but the center point, it's probably not going to be perfect. Goes to cut back, hand on the ball there. Is that Peter again? Hand on the ball by number 9, able to knock it out. Good play there. That's just good fundamental football. You're going to make the tackle, might as well take a shot at the ball.
Jacob Peter forces it. Ethan Shaw recovers it, and now the Cougars with an opportunity to take the lead.
Oh, how the turntables.
Yes, they do. There is Shaw. Will keep it himself. Like Ren Brown there on the tackle. It was Brown pulling down Ethan Shaw.
It was Sandy Creek trying to get a little bit different look here at the option. You see Rempe go back to assume position. He started out as a wide receiver, backtracked a little bit, so that way if Shaw did continue down the path, he did still have an option to pitch that football. So something to watch maybe later, as that option still may come true.
Ethan Shaw with that last touchdown pass goes over 2,000 yards passing on the season. He's at 2,003 through the air. He'll keep it on the ground this time, has some room. Kicks it to the outside. Enough for a first down to the 10-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal to go from inside the 10 for Sandy Creek.
This is just another option version. You're going to see Rempe trails this in time. Shaw sees, though, that he can cut this up. The defense for Stanton was doing a good job of stringing it out. Just left a little bit of gap here. Great end zone shot here. We'll be able to see this. Okay, there's just his lane to cut back, and then the athlete is the athlete. Just makes plays. Good hustle there by Pullman. Coach could have mentioned it. Pullman will be all over the field in every phase of the game, and he did not lie to me one bit.
Sullivan in the backfield along with Shaw. Shaw back to pass, looking into the end zone, floats it out, into the back of the end zone. He got a foot down, touchdown, what a grab. Connor Rimpey.
It's a good call here by Coach Kuda. What you're going to have is just a little bit of a trailer. Both of the receivers start down here at the closest side of the field to us, okay? They're both going to run a post route, but it's more probably a drag. But you'll watch this as they come into the screen. Rimpey, there we see him come available, but over the top there was another receiver, so it puts the safeties in a spot.
That is close.
Is replay available during the game? Because they may want to take a quick peek at this. Sandy Creek should get up and snap this as soon as possible.
And we're going to have a look. Was that foot on the back line?
Last play is under review.
Yeah. Ooh. I mean, it is inches, but that is on the white.
Yep. Unfortunately, it is.
Wow.
We'll
what a grab.
See what the replay comes up with. You never know.
What a throw. What a throw. What a grab. Where only your guy can get it. Had an opportunity to get a foot down.
Awesome picture right there, but great work by our camera crew here. Can we give them a nod? Oh, just by a pinky toe.
Wow.
Excellent work down there.
And we believe this will be overturned.
Well, no, you're just showing off.
Whew. That is so
look at this technology we got.
Wow.
Did we know we had all this?
Yeah, of course.
Excellent job out there by the fellas in the truck, by the men and women on the cameras.
Not sure if you know this, but Nebraska Public Media has some legit high-end stuff.
Yeah, I think we need to expand it.
Super slow-mo.
We should use it more. Yeah. Come up with a couple more shows.
There you go.
Maybe cover a weekly game. I got free time. I got Thursdays open.
Here are the instant replay rules for these state championships. They obviously operate under the assumption that the ruling on the field is right, so you have to see clear evidence to be able to overturn it. And automatic replays happen on plays like that right there where there's a score or a turnover or if there's an error in timing. You see it right there. I'm still looking at it, and I think the question is the question might be, is he down right there? Like, did his foot touch there?
So that's in.
Or there.
Yeah.
And so is there enough to overturn it?
I don't. This is so far above my pay grade, I'm not even going to.
Oh, if people had any idea what we were paying you, they would say it's not above your pay grade.
I mean, I guess if you say that toe, once the toe hits, then the play is over, like crossing the goal line. Because all you got to do is get the nose of the ball to cross the plane. It's a touchdown, right?
They continue to look. You see the smile from an official in the back. He's like, ooh, this is close.
No, he's sitting there like, I'm glad I don't have to look in that box and make this call.
I'm glad I don't have to make that.
Right?
Oh.
I guess I've never thought of it that way. I don't know if that toe hits, it's over.
So one side is going to cheer and one side is going to boo, and it's going to be loud on both sides. Let's listen in.
After further review, ruling on the field stands.
Touchdown, Sandy Creek Cougars.
So I guess the toe is in. Once the toe hits, then it's over.
Wow. And maybe they just didn't feel like it was conclusive enough to.
Yeah, that's fair. Now
to overturn. So Sandy Creek with the touchdown.
The Sandy Creek staff has had quite a bit of time to decide what they want to do on this two-point conversion.
Absolutely.
Had a benefit for the Cougars.
To take an 8-point lead, and they do. Shaw pounds it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Now, Ethan Shaw will get all the credit for this, but Christian Shaw does a good job here of picking up Pullman, who's blitzing, and I will forever defend the center, whose number is 51. But Pullman is in attack mode. He's going to blitz this 2-point conversion. Christian Shaw picks it up, allowing his brother to get into the end zone.
There are the numbers for Ethan. 91 through the air, 84 on the ground. Great balance, and for the first time this afternoon. Sandy Creek has the lead.
We're in one, LP. We're about to see. Now, I'm going to be fairly certain there is going to be 0. And I know we've got a lot of time left in the game. But Stanton is not going to panic. Stanton is just going to do what Stanton does. They're walking down the field and make Sandy Creek adjust some things defensively. When those adjustments get made, then they're going to have a complement to that. So it's a veteran group. It's a skilled group. Be interesting to see, though, how they handle this kickoff. Do you want to put it in Pullman's hands right out of the gate, or maybe you want to do something a little different? Keep it with your little squib kicks.
Stanton won its first state championship last year. Sandy Creek going for its first state championship this year. At that time, Jordan Clausen pulls it down and picks up another 5 or 6 yards.
Threw a little deke at him. He's down the past couple. Said, nah, I'm going to get myself some yards in this state championship game. Wind's starting to shift directions a little bit, too. It's not blowing as much from north to south, blowing a little bit more east to west.
So the turnover battle right now belongs to Stanton. They only have 1 turnover, Sandy Creek 2, but that was a big turnover right there for Stanton. Look out, kicks it outside, still on his feet, down the far sideline. What a carry by Barrett Wilkie, who says, we'll get this right back.
Can't say enough about the effort here from number 9 for Sandy Creek. It's a great run by Wilkie. It's a great run, okay? But this number 9 right here down at the bottom of the screen starts at the defensive end. The play is gone, okay? In all right rhyme and reason, he has every possibility to just stop. Hurdles another player, but he hustles. He makes Wilkie cut back, allows the rest of his guys to get there. So now you've given your chance. You know, Stanton has shown they'll fumble the ball. We've got a couple of them so far.
Devlin's been all over the place.
He has. Yeah, that was a great job by Jacob Peter there, just to hustle. Hustling is easy. You can control that. You can do it on every play.
That's what I meant. Peter, sorry, has been all over the place.
Yeah, you're good.
You know what I meant?
I was right with you.
Yep,
I knew where you were headed.
Thank you.
Hunter Robinette comes in the game for Stanton. Might have maybe gotten Pullman to carry there. Wilkie expended a little energy on that last run. I would be ready for QB sneak or smash.
There's Wilkie. Wilkie still grinding. That is going to be enough for a first down, and so it's going to be Stanton Mustangs first and goal from the 1-yard line.
Got a ton of respect here. I believe Jonas Amos is in, or has been in. Knee brace puts me at Jack Watts, but that's a thankless job in there in the middle. When you've got monsters all around you and they've decided they all want to hit you at the same time. We do have Watts in the game right now. You just got to get low and you got to fight.
Wilkie will keep it himself and walk in. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they have answered in a hurry.
One of the cooler things so far in this game is you've got 2 teams that are just really giving max effort on anything. People are going to get knocked to the ground. If you watch these guys, they'll help their opponent up. You don't see that a lot. We see a lot of jawing and we see a lot of talking. But they have these guys have the mutual respect for it when they're both giving their all. 2-point conversion here to tie the game up for the Mustangs.
Touchdown. And now opportunity for the 2-point conversion. And it is good. Wilkie pounds his way in.
Garrett Hansen is just getting live down there. I mean, he is so excited. Wow. And as an offensive lineman, you got to love this call. Like, you just got to love it. Like, okay, for 2-point conversion, this thing, as we look at the long run here, or the day of Wilkie, just been an impressive day for the young man so far. Not afraid to cut back, breaks tackles, always head and eyes up, knows where the next defender's coming from. But just grit, toughness, all those days and months and years in the weight room paying off. Good to see him have a great day.
194 yards, 4 touchdowns for Wilkie on the day.
Just another day at the office. 38 passing as well, 5 total TDs.
Had the 1 passing.
Not a bad afternoon.
Not bad at all.
Few people would sign up for that one. Powers have shifted, though. Sandy Creek now kind of has the hammer. If they go down and score, they take the lead. So back and forth we go again. So we'll see how Stanton reacts defensively here.
40th rushing touchdown of the season for Barrett Wilkie. Came in with 36, 2,624 yards total.
Okay, so Stanton's going to stay in a cluster here before they get ready to kick, because you don't know. And I'll be honest, you could see another onside kick, because at the halftime when Doug was talking to Coach Stoddard, he had said, he had said they practiced that.
Yeah.
Like, we know this is coming. We know we're going to do this. So you see Christian Shaw in the middle there now. We'll see once he holds tight in there.
Logan Tietke right at midfield. That's where the Cougars will take over. We're just giving up an awful lot of field position there.
Yeah, you are. And good to see the hammer for the Sandy Creek offense. Ben Sullivan. They're the fullback, the blocking back. Coach said he's real good at blocking. We'll get him the ball sometimes, but we really like the way he blocks. I'm paraphrasing there, of course. Coach has a ton of respect for Ben, but some guys just like to be the hammer, and Ben is one of those.
Ethan Shaw and his Cougars back out there. 6:52 remaining here in the third. They'll keep it. Has room near side. Good tackle by Becker Pullman from the far side to chase down Ethan Shaw.
This is really well designed, right? They've shown a motion of flow, right? So the plays start to flow. Defenses just kind of start to flow as it goes. They run a counter back with it, with a puller, and allow Shaw to get the corner down low. The only thing, though, if you think you've broken and you're going to go to the house, you better know where Pullman is. Becker Pullman is not going to stop until the whistle has blown. He runs Shaw down there, but good gain for Sandy Creek.
Last carry put Shaw over 100 yards rushing. He'll add to that here. Or lose a yard and be right at 100. What a play. Nice job by Ren Brown.
Yep, Ren Brown making his presence known, as he should. His size just fights down the line of scrimmage, always in pursuit from the defensive line spot. Good job by the defensive end of making the play stop, right? 54 there. Gets washed a little bit. Of course, why did I even guess it wasn't Pullman? Pullman sets the edge, forcing the play back into Ren Brown.
Yep.
It's a good job of team defense there by Stanton. That's a big old boy.
Give to Rippey. Down to the 10-yard line. Brings up third down.
Barrett Wilkie introduces himself, says, I play quarterback, I hit people too. Careful now if you're going to come out here, Mr. Rippey. 3rd and 7 remains for Sandy Creek as they just continue to milk the clock and move down the field here. I feel for my guy Jack Watts. He's banged up, giving everything he's got.
Yeah. Going to the right is Shaw, looking downfield. He'll pull it down and keep it. Has enough for the first down. Spun down inside the 10-yard line. But a first down for Sandy Creek on 3rd and long.
You've seen it on both sides of the ball, right? Great coverage downfield. Credit to the secondaries that there are no receivers open. But then you see the athleticism of both of the quarterbacks in this instance with Ethan Shaw. Get the corner, just get into space and make play. Good tackle by Austin Clausen. Number 22 for Stanton.
Score knotted at 36. 1st and goal to go here for the Cougars. Shaw with it. Shaw, touchdown. Cougars back on top. In a back and forth battle, Sandy Creek has an answer.
Again, I've said it time and time and time again. The patience of Shaw when he's running the football is very impressive. This is hard to do. Most guys that get the football in their hand, they want to get up the field, but if you watch him, he just knows he's got a cutback angle there. Beats Becker Pullman to the end zone. It doesn't sound like much, okay, but having coached for quite a while, Most running backs or ball carriers will just run up into the rear end of somebody. I don't know why it didn't work. I'm like, well, if you give it a little space, let it breathe, you can see the cutback lane there.
2-point try upcoming. Back to throw. Still looking into the end zone under pressure. Will float it up there into the back of the end zone. Incomplete. And a flag on the play.
Pass intended for Bill Toff there. I think they may call Wilkie here, getting a little handsy on that one as it was coming in. Shall see though, you never know till the call's made.
Holding, defense, number 88.
So holding on the defense on the Mustangs. And it'll be another 2-point try upcoming here for Sandy Creek.
Oh, Orange was, yep. It's going to happen in a play like that. Yep. You got a quarterback scrambling around. It's human nature just to look back and see what's going on. So he's got caught with the hand in the cookie jar there.
Here is Schaub. He'll run it this time. At the goal line, leans forward and has the 2-point conversion. 44-36. Sandy Creek has taken the lead back.
Ethan Shaw is a big, strong kid. Contacted at the 1-yard line, keeps the feet churning, able to get the ball in and convert the 2-point conversion. Everybody doing everything they can, but sometimes it just gets there. Probably got to watch that 54 there, though, Garrett.
Yep.
It's okay to play hard. Just make sure the old noggin stays up and available. Back and forth we go. This is the way we thought it was going to go.
Exactly.
I mean, it's what you want.
Set it off the top.
We could get into who stops a 2-point conversion. I'll be honest with you.
Could be.
That's what this could boil down to.
Absolutely could. Ethan Shaw has had quite the game. 15 carries, 119 yards rushing, and a couple of touchdowns, and been pretty good through the air too.
I believe there was part of the. We've got a screenshot there of the Mambas. The mom support group there for Sandy Creek. I believe that was the beautiful Julie Shaw there on the TV. So Brian's wife.
Got that foot down. That was a touchdown.
About ball placement on a lot of these touchdown passes. I mean, it has been in a place where only his guy can get it, regardless of size. The tall ones, the short ones, he puts it where they need to get it. It's not a bad name. So 5'7", 91 yards, 119 rushing.
Not at all.
Touchdowns galore. Coach Kuda's like, hey, do you want to reclassify? Maybe come back again next year? You good? You have all your classes passed? Sure. Okay. No. Think about it. Having been burned on this in a state championship game and kicking the ball to Moses Bryant and having him return for a touchdown, I would make sure that Mr. Pullman does not touch this.
Squibbed right through the middle. Dropping on it once again is Jordan Clausen.
Probably a little too close to comfort there for the Stanton coaching staff. Would have liked to see the fellas get on that one a little bit quicker next time if you could. But Pullman's going to step in here. Quarterback Wilkie's going to take a quick break. A much deserved break.
Yeah.
For everything he does on the field.
So out of the shotgun, it is Becker Pullman. Pullman came into this with 1,400 plus yards rushing on the year. Slips through, pickup of 3 on first down.
And Hudson Devil just in making a mess, right? He may not make the tackle, but he's going to be in the way. It's credit to how hard that is to play that in and out every game. The thankless job of the linemen, both offensive and defensive.
Mustangs with the ball, down 8, the defending state champs. Trying to drive to tie it up. Wilkie back into the game. Popped right after a short game. Is that Devlin again?
It is Devlin, yep, but something went wrong. He knows something has happened. So hopefully nothing too bad on that as he's still down on the turf. Just got everything done you wanted there again. Just making that play go lateral, letting your buddies rally to the ball. I believe Alston Clark came up and wrapped that one up. So we're hoping the best for the young man there as he's down on the field. And the other side of the parabolic mics is pick up some of the words you might not hear on TV.
Yep. With the injury on the field, we're going to take a break. We'll be back here at Memorial Stadium for the D1 title game.
Live streaming for the NSAA championships are also available at the Nebraska Public Media website and on the free Nebraska Public Media app.
There's a place in the middle of America where our land is much more than a landscape. A patchwork of cities and small towns that connect Nebraska. A small world in a big state with strong values and a tender heart. Your stories start here, with curiosity and wonder. The world keeps moving, but our mission never wavers. Nebraska Public Media is diverse in perspectives, but singular in purpose. Always seeking, always asking, what's next?
Back here at Memorial Stadium, 44-36. We're in the third quarter of this D1 title game. Hudson Devlin was just helped off the field, not putting any pressure on that leg, and he has been all over the field this afternoon. Third down and about 6 to go. And they got it. Wilkie with the carry.
72, I believe Josh Spray is in as Devlin's replacement. Going to go out on a limb here and say that he might get some action.
Yep.
From the Stanton coaching staff.
Yep. First and 10. Wilkie again. Good hit there by Connor Rempe.
Ethan Shaw around the pile too. Again, just hard-nosed football being played. I love this. I think too many schools are quarterbacks. I'm a quarterback. Just like a PO. PO in baseball doesn't. That pitcher only does not make sense to me. Be a baseball player, be a football player. You're too young and you ain't good enough at it to only play one side of the ball.
On second down. Kind of snuck out of the pile there. Good gain down to the 35, brings up third down, and we'll call it 3 to go.
Trust his lineman, just keeps his feet moving, knows eventually something's going to get. Okay, for Sandy Creek there, you had a good push initially on that. Just got to make sure you crash that thing down.
Yeah, this feels like a war of attrition.
Doesn't it? And it's awesome. It is great.
They're just digging deep here with 1:55 remaining in the third. Third down. Wilkie will carry again. Wilkie trying to get the corner. He got it and has the first down.
Did get first down on this, but not too bad here.
Yep.
By number 72, Josh Spray just keeps it. He just keeps it going inside. He just needed a little bit of help from his buddies behind him. But Stanton just walking, right? Just not in any hurry. No irrational thought. Just patient as all get out. Just keeping the ball moving down the field.
Let's go down to Doug Duda.
You saw Hudson Devlin hobble off the field under some help here. Looks like it's an ankle injury, maybe even a high ankle sprain. He tried to put some weight on it. Looked okay tender, but now they've taken the shoe off, and looks like they're going to rewrap that left ankle.
Another fumble, but right back on top of his fumble was Barrett Wilkie.
Seen the play all day, right? Wow. Pull the center to the left. You guys watch this. Center pulls left. Great job. Fantastic job of getting that set. And Mr. Spray, new into the game, ready for the cutback. Oh, got his hand on the ball. Almost made the biggest play of the game.
Yards are not as prevalent. Wilkie does not look as fresh.
Yeah.
Second down. Looking downfield. Covered downfield. Finds the right side. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
You are correct. All the hits and all the phases of the game are starting to add up, right? Sandy Creek still flying around. Stanton, got some hands on hips. Maybe a little tired. Got to find some juice. Got to dig deep in this. Running out of bounds, stop the clock, brings up a 3rd and 10 here for Stanton. As we get to substitute. Number 22. Austin Clausen into the game. If it's me, this matchup down here, this one-on-one with Pullman, is where the football is going to go.
Dead ball. Procedure. Offense.
Garrett Hansen letting his quarterback did not appreciate. No, he did not appreciate the freeze out from his quarterback.
That's right. Flip it right back.
Usually goes the other way. The quarterback is usually yelling at the center. Why did you not snap his ball? So good to see. Good to see Garrett defending the boys in the middle.
Third down and long, 15. Wilkie looking up top, across the middle, got his guy. Pullman with the grab. Nice gain on 3rd down, a gain of about 12. Going to bring up 4th and 3 on the grab by Pullman.
Don't respect it for Connor Rempe, because if it was me, I'd be like, hey man, you guys want to send a little help underneath here? Maybe ride somebody so we can kind of bracket cover this. Nope, they leave Rempe out there on an island. And the big man just breaks down there. Solid tackle. Wasn't a head knocker.
Yep.
Got enough to get him down. Bringing up this very amazingly important, crucial 4th and 3.
Timeout of the field is going to be taken by the Mustangs. That will be their first timeout of the second half. 20 seconds remain here in the 3rd quarter, and Stanton wants to talk this 4th down over. There's a great look at Memorial Stadium on a terrific Monday evening, early Monday evening.
It was a great place, isn't it?
Really is.
Yeah. My grandma's seats were in 23, so right under us.
Yeah.
And I remember that when they put those, the south, east video board up, which was nowhere near what it was now, and that was just the most amazing thing in the world. To see what it is today, it's just awesome.
How about the play of Pullman? He's been fantastic, along with his partner in crime, Barrett Wilkie.
I mean, to have two weapons on your team like this, just hard running, nose to the grindstone kind of kids, gives a ton of flexibility for the things that you can do in your offense. He can run it, he can catch it, he can let you know he caught it. It's just an amazing thing to have 2 kids in that same school, growing up together, play catch probably thousands of times, to get the chance to go back-to-back state championships is a really cool thing. He built too. Strength coach, credit.
No doubt. Big play right here. 4th down and 3. Sandy Creek with an 8-point lead. Mustangs trying to answer. Wilkie under center. Pullman in motion. Wilkie is going to follow Pullman into the hole. Leans forward right at the 30. Let's see where they mark it.
If they go by the spot.
And it is a first down. Wow. Big 4th down conversion for the Mustangs and Wilkie. And Wilkie trots off.
I 100% thought that was going to be quarterback sneak again, because for this reason, I think it puts Wilkie in a little bit less chance of taking a big hit. Instead, they just let him be patient, right? He just rolls that thing out to the left, finds a soft spot, gets up the field. But we are on to the 4th quarter in the state championship game.
How about that?
It's awesome. This is a great game.
Yes, it is.
I'm just telling you, this is a ton of fun.
The final 12 minutes coming your way in the Class D1 state championship. Sandy Creek has the lead. Stanton is driving. It's going to be a fantastic finish here in Lincoln.
Did you know that the #1 reason officials quit is because of verbal abuse from parents and fans? We are losing officials, and we need everyone to respect the ref.
Judges help students to find their voice and become lifelong supporters of the arts. Without these individuals, NSAA activities would not be possible.
I cannot participate in the activities that I love without these officials and judges. So please, let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the judges judge.
Every car has a story. Why not write a new chapter for it when you donate your vehicle? Do something good while freeing up space in the garage. And your gift is tax deductible. Call or donate online.
This is Nebraska Public Media.
That is where we are now. 44-36, some outstanding plays on both sides of the ball for Sandy Creek and for Stanton. Mustangs looking for their second consecutive and second ever state championship. Sandy Creek, as tradition-rich as that athletic program is, they have never won a state football championship.
God, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy to hear. But here we are.
First down and 10 for the Mustangs. Pullman will keep it. Pullman steps out of the pile, goes to his right, picks up 4 on first down.
Well, with having two weapons like Wilkie and Pullman in this, they continually put pressure on your defense, and it's not just a part of your defense, like the play side part of the defense. It's the whole defense, because you have to always be in pursuit of the football. If you're lackadaisical on the back side of a play, the direction the play is not going, you're not hustling over to make the play, they will cut back on you and go.
Wilkie back in there now for the Mustangs. Wilkie, the 6 foot, 210-pound senior, and he'll use every bit of that right up the middle. All the way down to about the 12-yard line, going to be 2 yards shy of a first. Underneath the pile, Jacob Peter as they peel it back.
Third and 2 here. I'll say the most obvious of statements ever: 2 downs to get 2 yards.
Yep.
If I'm the guy that set the field goal post.
Wilkie only takes him one play to get those 2 down inside the 5-yard line. First down and goal for Stanton.
I'm going to be kind of pissed off because nobody in this D1 or D2 game has attempted a field goal or an extra point for that matter. I got out here at 6 in the morning. I'm sitting at a field goal post. Nobody wants to give one a rip here.
It's really nice of you to be here early doing that.
Yeah. Not bitter or anything about
Nope.
Now Stanton just going to lean. Right? I would guess this is quarterback sneak.
T-Key right behind him. It's going to be a toss to Pullman. Pullman is stood up. 88 right there. Or was that 68? Jack Watts. It was Jack Watts.
Watts in there. Alston Clark in there delivering the big hit just to make sure no momentum, no fall out of the pile. Good job by the big man. He's getting worn down, but he's still playing through it. Shaw there as well. I know that's a shocking revelation to everybody. Seems to be around the ball all the time.
Second down and goal. Wilkie keeps grinding, reaches over, and that is a touchdown. Extends the ball over the goal line, and the Mustangs are within 2.
I said, this game may come down to 2-point conversion. So pick wisely in this. Stanton's definitely found something in short yardage that they like. Instead of just the all-out smash, they're just going to take their time, hop back, and then basically ride blockers into the end zone there. Good job by number 42, Logan Tiki, of just escorting Wilkie into the end zone.
Here is Wilkie, and a timeout taken by the Mustangs. They realize how important this 2-point try is. They use their second timeout here
Stanton.
and have one remaining with 9:48 to go in the fourth.
And those timeouts are going to be valuable. Stanton's down to one timeout now, so some management of the clock in these situations. The way we're headed with this being back and forth, you never know when those timeouts can pay big dividends toward the end of the game.
Boy, Wilkie has been the dude. 45 carries, 231 yards, 5 touchdowns. That last drive, 15 plays, 54 yards, and now trying to cap it off with a 2-point conversion. 15 plays. That is the longest scoring drive for either team in terms of plays in the game.
I would be safe to bet that could be for the season.
Might be right.
I doubt either one of them has had a 15 play drive all season.
The scoring drives for Sandy Creek tonight have been 7, 4, 3, 4, 3, and 5.
Let's get another look at the touchdown. Wilkie just lets everything set up. Lets the blockers get in front of him, stays behind him, gets into that leg push, and then extends it over the line, over the goal line.
Stanton, meanwhile, has had 3 touchdown drives of 10 plays or more. 10-10, and that one was 15.
They got no problem with it. They'll death by 1,000 cut you. They're into the grindhouse now.
Coach Dave Stoddard said no better backfield in the state than these two, Pullman and Wilkie. They need them right here. Wilkie steps outside. Wilkie is going to be dropped. What a play. Rempe comes up with it.
Connor Rempe plays this about as textbook as you can. Okay? He's the corner on the no receiver side of the field. He gets a down block. It's a great job in there. I couldn't catch that number. I'll get it here in a second. I believe that might have been built off. But Rempe gets down block. He knows he's got to come up and fill. He knows he's got to come up and fill. He does not hesitate. He makes the play, huge play. And that might be since the first quarter. Yeah. That might be the first 2-point conversion since the first quarter that's been stopped.
Yep.
To preserve the lead for Sandy Creek.
42-40 or 44-42 now. Sandy Creek with the lead inside 10 minutes remaining.
And Sandy Creek on high alert. You know, I'll say it every kickoff from here on out. You never know. They may do it again. They may give it another one. Great job by Biltoff there, though, on that 2-point conversion, just selling out. He sees Puller come. He flies up the field and takes out the Puller, eliminating that blocker and allowing Rempe and others to be untouched as they make the play.
Logan Tiedke to kick it away. Fires it through. Scooped up at the 16-yard line. Not much room there on the return by Wyatt Livgren.
Good hands there by Wyatt, making sure the ball is protected. Low kick, those are extremely difficult to handle.
You're a Cougar fan, you want a nice, long, methodical drive that ends in points. 9:43 remaining, 2-point lead for Sandy Creek.
From what we've seen from the Cougars today, I don't know if that's in the repertoire.
Methodical.
They like to get it in and get it done and then get back on defense.
Not much methodical about this offense.
Oh, it is.
Quick strike.
Explosive, yes.
Ethan Shaw back out there. He'll keep it. Breaks a couple tackles. Boy, they are digging at that ball as he's got another first down, or just maybe a yard shy of the first down.
As they should. When we get to the replay here, you're going to see Mr. Rempe might have wanted to keep this ball. That mesh got a little tight.
Yeah.
He just about yanked Shaw along with him. So it's that time. It's always a good thing we got two guys that want the football, but got to make sure you protect the football at all costs.
Mentioned it a couple times. Bears repeating. Never before has Sandy Creek won a state football championship. Looking for their first ever. Up to the right, and he'll pull it down. Plenty of room near side. Still going, and he'll step out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Trying to catch Bill Toff out in the open on the same route they ran earlier. Right, just got a little hesitation block. He sells it a little bit on the backside. Great job in coverage, though. So now that is gone with the roll to the right side, forcing the defense to roll with him to the offense's right. It opens up a world of space back to left. Shaw saw it, took advantage of it. Big gain.
17-yard gain of the carry by Shaw.
Little mild bits of fatigue might be sitting in for everybody.
Oh, boy.
Shaw went to hit the turbo, and the turbo might have been empty.
Little swing pass out into the flat. Here's Rimpey. Rimpey with a nice gain, tackled by Jordan Clausen.
Just a little mini jailbreak screen, right? Just swing it out to Rimpey, get a good block downfield, able to pick up positive yards. Rimpey's tough. He's just a tough, I'm guessing, kid that's worked a couple days in his life, because you can just see when he gets it, he's going, like I said, good job blocking downfield by the other receivers. Good hustle there by number 32. I got the wrong side of my sheet up. Jordan Clausen.
Oh,
the defense.
Yep. Second and 1. They'll string it out near side. Shaw tucks it under, dives forward for the first down.
Able to get that first down. The lateral, both teams have done a good job. Both teams are going to do a good job of just stringing out the lateral. That was not going to be a jet sweep, but just going to be an ability to get a blocker in motion. Shaw may have snapped that a little bit quick, but great pursuit by Pullman. Pullman is just flying all over the field with everything he's got.
First down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Shaw in the gun. Shaw drops back, looks to throw. Shaw has time, will roll to his right, and pulled down from behind. Gatlin Davidson, or was that Garrett Hansen, 53 and 54?
Yep, either one of them. They both kind of are those high motor guys, both around the football. Stayed in pursuit the whole time. Everything again, great coverage. Coverage all day has been awesome. There we see Gatlin Davidson.
There was Gatlin.
Coach's kid, just get both the hips, get him down on the ground. Finished off by Garrett Hansen.
There you go. Loss of 2, second down and 12. Shaw will keep himself. Follows his blocking in as Ben Sullivan led the way into the hole. Now third down.
Good tackle there by Wilkie. Good to see, great to see if you are a fan of Sandy Creek, but Hudson Devlin back in the game. So shaking off that potentially high ankle sprain, playing through some pain. It's your senior year. No tomorrows in this. There's no game next week. Pain is temporary, right? Pride is forever.
Would assume 3rd and 6, 2 plays to get it.
Oh, absolutely.
Without question.
Going out on a limb. We're making bold predictions up in the booth tonight.
There's Shaw.
Bill Toff here in the slot.
Under pressure, over the middle, got a guy, picked off, right at the goal line, through the hands, and into the hands of the Mustangs. What a turnover, Jordan Clausen.
Bit of a slow developing play here. Sandy Creek had 3 receivers to the top side of the field. Just going to run some crossing routes, right? You got crossers. Shaw's patient in the pocket. Waits for it, lets it go. It's right in the, just a little bit high, right in the hands. Clausen in the right place, right time. Unfortunately there, Steeler wasn't able to bring it in. But here we go. 6:05 left to go, 4th quarter. Down 2. You've shown you can have long drives. Can you drive it down and win the game?
Spins out of one tackle, stays on his feet. Out past the 20-yard line. Go right to the 20.
You look at it too, gives Stanton a little bit of juice, right?
Yeah.
Just gives you a little bit of energy. Big turnover to big time. Get you into that momentum. Okay, we got business to handle. We got to go down and get this done. Looks like Devlin is mainly just going to play offense as we've got.
You would agree, though, those lean forwards by Wilkie earlier in the game that were going for 4 or 5, or all of a sudden he's having to bounce it out now.
Correct.
Get there, he bounces it out again. Good gain again by Wilkie. First down out past the 30 to the 31.
It was good. Again, said it all day. Good patience by it, right? Just lets things evolve. The first guy is very rarely going to bring him down. Rempe just lost a little bit of angle there as he's the end man on line of scrimmage. He's got to make sure everything gets forced back inside.
Wilkie will take a breather. Becker Pullman will step in to take the snap at quarterback.
And Brown moves over to the left.
5 seconds on the play clock. They'll have to go quickly. They get it off. Here is Pullman. Good push up front for Pullman, and he picks up 6 on first down.
All the hits now start to pile up, right?
Yeah.
Everything. Can you suck it up? Can you find something? Can you find something deep down inside of you? Sandy Creek on their heels just a little bit, okay? Got to get back into attack mode with their defense.
Pullman again. Oh, nice support, great tackle. And guess who? Ethan Shaw.
And right on cue they do, right? They bring pressure on the inside. They bring pressure on the inside, basically telling Ethan Shaw, if it gets to the outside at all, this is your play to make. We watch Shaw, just stays free. It lowers the shoulder, good solid hit, good wrap up, good tackle.
Wilkie now back in along with Pullman. Wilkie will go under center on 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Pullman blocks out in front. Wilkie leans out to midfield. He's going to be about a yard shy.
They just like to bring that motion guy over, right? Motion that guy over, make him into another blocker. Wilkie takes a step back, lets it all develop, and then able to just push forward, fall forward for first down. Big, humongous, 4th and 1 coming up.
44-42, 2-point lead for Sandy Creek. Stanton with the ball, midfield, 4th down. 4th and 1 to go. Wilkie under center. Wilkie will keep it himself. Wilkie goes wide. Wilkie is cut down. He does not get there. What a play. Connor Ripping.
What a play. Could not emphasize this enough. This is so well done by Connor Ripping. Same play they just ran. Literally the same play. He fights off a block. He gets down low and makes a great tackle. Great tackle. What a play. Like all 5'8", 155 pounds of him coming up and tackling one of the best runners in Class D1. Good job there, Connor Ripping.
Wow.
And all that momentum from the turnover now swung back into Sandy Creek's side. 2-point lead, 4 minutes to go in the game for your first ever state championship.
Ethan Shaw in the gun. He will keep, goes wide to the right, and what a play. Diving through there, Becker Pullman again, and we are seeing the playmakers make plays. Pullman.
Becker Pullman takes a shot here. Sorry to cut you off there, buddy, I apologize. But we're getting the motion down. We're going to crack the defensive end to ensure that we get the corner. To ensure that we get Ethan Shaw in the corner and able to run. Becker Pullman says, nope. The thing about your blocking is you left a little gap there. I'm going to shoot that gap and I'm going to make that play. Great play by Becker Pullman.
Pullman, Wilkie, Shaw, Rimpey, those 4, 2 on each side of the ball, just continue to make big play after big play. 2nd down and 11. Option the other side. He breaks one tackle and Shaw leans forward, tripped up down near the 30-yard line to the 31. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
And I know we put up the offensive statistics, right? That's what drives the bus. We show the passing yards, the rushing yards, and the touchdowns as we look at Shaw's run here. I would love to see the tackle statistics. How many tackles each one of these kids have, because they've been involved in quite a bit of them. So in the past here, as Sandy Creek has done this, option to one side or the other has been their bread and butter in 3rd and short. So Stanton knows that. What do they do to adjust to it? We get a little different formation than they normally run that out of, and no back. So maybe we'll see a back come from a different position if they do choose to run option.
Shaw, ball on the ground, hitting the backfield, spins, and does not get the first. That's going to bring up 4th down after a loss of 1.
Good job by Wilkie there of filling that. Shaw snaps a little bit low. Linemen get juiced up just like everybody, get a little anxious.
Well, there was a pop there, huh?
Wilkie and Shaw have a collision here. You're going to see it right in your kitchen.
Quarterback on quarterback, linebacker on linebacker,
right.
Whatever it is, it's good football.
You just got to love it. Right, 4th and 4, 3.5, 4.
This is where you can see the fatigue, like both teams. It is all out there right now. And a timeout taken by the Cougars as they'll talk over this 4th down.
Good play there by Coach Cooter, right? A little game management. Lets the clock run down as far as he can let it go. Then it calls timeout.
Sandy Creek.
Right? Get together with your team. See what they think about the situation. What do you feel good about? I know you're tired. I know you're beat up. Yeah. We got to get 3-4 here. Okay, if we get 3 or 4 here, they got 1 timeout. So we can basically run the clock out for the rest of the game if we get 1 more 1st down. So if you get those things to happen, but now then you talk to your coaches and see what they think about it.
How about these 2 late defensive plays?
A little bit different than we were seeing early, right?
Yeah.
We were having things just go for touchdown after touchdown. Everybody's got their backs bowed up now, and they realize what's on the line and at stake.
Watch these 2 defensive plays by Rimpey. This one, and he does it 1 more time to shut down Wilkie again. Sheds the block, makes the play. That was on 4th down.
Amazing effort by the young man, right?
Huge 4th down upcoming right here.
Gotta love to see it. Gotta love to see it. Just throwing your 155 pounds in there and seeing what comes out of it.
Well, you mentioned how big the timeouts were. Stanton used 2 early. They only have 1 remaining of this 1st down with just 1:54. Means everything for Sandy Creek and for Stanton.
Hudson Devlin in the game now at tackle. This is why I don't have the stomach to coach in D football.
4th down and 3. Shaw barking out a count, trying to get him to jump. Pressure. They don't. Mustangs showing blitz. Here is Shaw. He'll keep it himself. Goes wide. Shaw has the 1st down. Shaw, what a play on 4th down for Sandy Creek.
Probably bigger than anything. Once the chains reset, he stays down inbounds. When the chains get set, the clock will start again. Again, we've talked about it a lot for the game, but the play design is very good. They were heavy to the top side of the field, and they motion guy across, get 1 more blocker. Wilkie just didn't have quite enough juice to get to Shaw. Shaw is able to get the corner and get the 1st down. Huge play. Huge play. Could potentially be the game-ending play.
Absolutely could be.
Because as the clock ticks down, don't want to get too close, so don't want to have to take a timeout yourself. So 5 seconds to get this ball snapped.
Shaw will keep. Met in the hole. 5-yard gain. And a timeout taken here by Stanton. That's their final.
We've called both their names quite a bit tonight, Connor Rippey and Austin Clausen. Those 2 just went at it a little bit, baby. Little helmets were bouncing up and down. I don't think they were exchanging holiday greetings with each other.
Wow.
Oh, good tough run, though, by Shaw. And literally just grabbing your blocker, holding onto him, and then when you want to start to take off, you're shoving. You're shoving, and then I'm going to go behind you.
Let's go down to the field to Doug Duda.
Well, 2 thoughts, guys. That's as late as any of these guys have been on the field for a football game all season long. You can tell they're tired. You're seeing who's executing by a yard or 2. Matt, do you let them score here so at least you get the ball back?
I think that Sandy Creek is too smart. I think if you open it up, I think they're just going to take a knee. I think if they had the wide open field and they're just going to go up, they would down it, and then you're done either way. So right now you're looking to get him held up and then get a fumble. It is the best thing that I think Stan can do right now.
Second down and 5. 1:14 remaining. Stanton cannot stop it again. They are out of timeouts. Shaw will kneel it down. That's going to take it down to 30, and that could do it. One more kneel down should do it, depending on when that resets, but that could do it.
They're a lot better than math than I am. I probably would have run one more, just up the gut.
Yep. 12, 11, 32. Yeah, that's
now you're under. You're good.
That's going to do it. One more kneel down.
If the snap is good. Okay.
And for the first time in Sandy Creek history, they can call themselves state football champions.
What a game, the way it should be, right? Champion playing.
Wow.
A champion playing a great football game. And Sandy Creek, a team that just was relentless, got down, had an onside kick cover against them, but stayed resilient, stayed calm, stayed poised. Just a fantastic football game to get to be able to the chance to call and watch and be a part of.
(44-42) the final. The difference, a 2-point conversion. But wow, did both of these teams leave it all on the field. You could just see they were absolutely drained.
The stat line on this is going to be unbelievable. Just to see the amount of tackles, we've had the chance to see the yards, but what a great effort by both programs, both organizations. I mean, that's the way football should be done. And there'll be some tired kids tonight.
When we come back, we'll hand out medals and trophies. Your state champs in 2024 in Class D1, Sandy Creek.
On America Outdoors. This is my first time in Arkansas. An often overlooked landscape filled with people who know they're sitting on a hidden gem and don't want it to be hidden anymore. What have so many of us been missing out on all this time? I'm gonna find out, and I may even try some things I never thought I would.
Thursday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
There's a place in the middle of America where we stand up and stand out, bringing light that illuminates the best ideas and brings change. Understanding the heart of learning comes from the heartland. Nebraska Public Media is yours, a space and community for everyone. We tell stories and amplify voices so that all can be heard, all from a place that we call home. This is Nebraska Public Media.
On Nova, building stuff.
I want to solve a problem that just changes the world.
From climate-friendly air travel.
How do we make a personal helicopter? How do we make them sustainable?
To protecting our oceans.
Coral reefs are in decline, and we want to rebuild them.
The engineer's work is never done. If we can be a part of the solution, it's huge.
Change it on Nova.
Wednesday night at 8 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the 2024 NSAA High School Football Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, Nebraska Public Power District, Nebraska Kubota Dealers, Aurora Cooperative, and Constellation Energy. A big thank you to all our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
They are state champs, the Sandy Creek Cougars. They win it 44-42. Time now to hand out trophies and medals to both teams. Let's go to Heath Kramer.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jennifer Schwartz, NSAA Board of Directors Kara Graham from Lincoln Southeast, Dr. John Cerny from Bancroft Rosalie, and Dave McDonald from McCool Junction. Here are the awards for runner-up, Stanton High School. Head coach Dave Stoddard and his assistants will present the silver medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 1, Becker Pullman. Number 4, Barrett Wilkie. Number 7, Hunter Robinette. Number 8, Ethan Haig. Number 12, Axel Spence. Number 13, Aiden Spence. Number 16, Packer Hograve. Number 17, Zach Schuckman. Number 21, Jacob Hupp. Number 22, Austin Clausen. Number 23, Tannen Kettleson. Number 30, Ryan Happold. Number 32, Jordan Clausen. Number 35, Jaron Bloom. Number 42, Logan Tiki. Number 44, Caden Clement. Number 48, Jackson Dickey. Number 51, Ryan Locke. Number 53, Gatlin Davidson. Number 54, Garrett Hansen. Number 55, Carson Tomaszek. Number 56, Parker Bickley. Number 58, Cooper Tomaszek. Number 62, Isaac Reese. Number 63, Eli Bohak. Number 66, Caleb Peterson. Number 70, Andrew Bohak. Number 77, Ren Brown. Number 78, Ethan Schwartz. Number 84, Bryson Peterson. Number 86, Tate Thompson. And number 88, Josh Arns. For these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2024 NSAA Class D1 State Football Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, Stanton High School.
Congratulations to the Mustangs. They were the champs last year and the state runner-ups here in 2024. What a fantastic year for those Mustangs. Back-to-back years, really.
What a fantastic stretch, yeah. To maintain that level of success for that long is very, very difficult to do. So credit to Coach Stoddard and his crew and everything that they do that goes into it. I know it doesn't feel it right now, but that's a hell of a run. They'll talk about that for a long time in Stanton.
Absolutely. Time now to honor the first-time state champs from Sandy Creek. Back to Heath Kramer we go.
Now to the champions, Sandy Creek High School. Head coach Andrew Kuda and his assistants will present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 1, Connor Rempe. Number 2, Ethan Shaw. Number 3, Cameron Seeley. Number 5, Wyatt Livgren. Number 7, Alston Clark. Number 8, Caden Schmidt. Number 9, Jacob Peter. Number 12, Wes Biltoft. Number 13, Wyatt Hemberger. Number 14, Cohen Eitzman. Number 17, Alex Watts. Number 22, John Skolka. Number 29, Ben Sullivan. Number 31, Philippe D'Souza. Number 33, Thaxton Sintek. Number 36, Willie Nickel. Number 39, Stephen Stukar. Number 51, Christian Shaw. Number 54, Jonas Amos. Number 55, Hudson Devlin. Number 57, Christian Lorena Parks. Number 58, Jackson Gertis. Number 63, Dawson Black. Number 64, Dawson Kutra. Number 66, Caleb Oshner. Number 68, Jack Watts. Number 70, Jackson Heath. Number 71, Luke Susi. Number 72, Josh Spray. Number 73, Cedric Olchin. Number 74, Cage Kackmeister. Number 77, Sam Watts. Number 80, Evan Schwarzendruber. Number 82, Mason Johansson. And number 88, Jack Clark. Coach Kuda, we have a special award for you. And now presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual of Nebraska is Vice President of Product Development, Jamie Fredrickson. Now for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2024 NSAA Class D1 State Football Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Sandy Creek High School.
And what a feeling, state champs in Class D1 Sandy Creek for the first time ever. We've had 2 first-time state championships so far in 2024.
Very cool thing, and kudos to everybody that's been involved in that in Sandy Creek. They showed amazing resilience in that game, but what a feeling to win the first ever football state championship for your school.
Ethan Shaw leads the way, 178 yards on the ground, and when they had to have the big plays, Ethan Shaw came up with the big play.
He definitely did, and if you look at their roster, I was just peeking through that here at the end of the game, there is no other option. Nobody else is listed as quarterback on the depth chart. So, Mr. Shaw, you were going to finish that, and he was able to answer that bell today. He did a fantastic job of just running the offense. He took advantage of it when he had to. He threw it in perfect position when he needed to throw it. So, kudos to him.
Let's go down to Doug. He's with Coach.
It was 1 versus 2 all year long, and we waited, and it was a spectacular game. Andrew Kuda, can you even put into words waiting for this game, knowing what these boys have been putting through and bringing home that first ever state title?
I could not be more proud of the work that these guys have done, specifically the senior class. You know, it's been such a long road for them, and they've earned it every step of the way. You know, Stanton's an outstanding program. They're really well coached. I have a ton of respect for Coach Stoddard. They have some really tremendous football players, and they play the right way. They play hard, and they play for each other. So we just felt you know, honored to be on the field with them and to share this game with them. And I couldn't be prouder of the way that our guys persevered. You know, we had a slow start. We had to battle through some things, and we just played together from start to finish. We felt like it was going to be a back-and-forth game the entire time, and I just couldn't be more proud of the way our guys persevered.
You told me at halftime you had to do some things better. How much better did you do those things in the second half?
Substantially. You know, it was just little details that we needed to clean up. It was little things that we'd worked on all week. You know, you can't replicate the things that they do in practice. They're so big, they're so fast, they're strong. They play so hard all the time. I'm just really proud of the way our guys responded and adjusted.
Tell me about your seniors, but especially these two here. I mean, Ethan's the guy that everybody watches on offense, and Connor obviously had the 2 big plays defensively, but had 16 tackles.
You know, I have the pleasure of having 2 guys like these two that make me look really good. They had an unbelievable game, both offensively and defensively. You know, we felt like in the second half what we needed to do is just put the ball in Ethan's hands and let him make decisions, and I think he did an outstanding job with that. Connor, as always, flies around the field on offense and defense. The guy never gets tired, and I just couldn't be happier for the 2 of them in our entire senior class.
Coach, congratulations. The first time, always the best. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's bring in Connor Rempe. 2 massive plays defensively out there, 16 tackles, 12 solo. How hard was it to tackle those outstanding backs from Stanton today?
They were pretty big. I mean, we knew we had to hit them low and run through them. So I mean, that's pretty much what we were doing. If we hit too high, I mean, they're running right through us.
Talk about the 2 specific plays. You make the tackle on the 2-point conversion, and then on the 4th and 1 outside. What did you see on those 2?
I knew he had a potential to bounce it, so I stayed like we're supposed to, and it just happened to come my way.
What does it mean to bring the first state title home for Sandy Creek?
It means a lot. I mean, we can't be any happier. First time ever in Lincoln, and first time ever winning a state championship. Can't be any better.
Connor, go enjoy it. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Now let's bring in your offensive man, Ethan Shaw here. You run the ball, but those guys up front, including your bro, they open some holes. Talk about that offensive line.
It's been special, you know. I mean, when those 2 guys went down last year, it was a big hit to our offensive line. And you know, this year when we were all healthy and we all, you know, came together, it was just a real special thing. Those guys, I couldn't ask for a better group of linemen. They move the ball, they move the line of scrimmage exceptionally well. They do their jobs. They give 100% effort every play, and I couldn't ask for a better group of dudes.
What was tougher, getting something going offensively against these guys or trying to tackle them when you were playing linebacker?
I mean, they're really good on both sides of the ball, you know, and I mean, offensively, you know, it's nothing special, but they would do what they do, and they do it at an exceptionally high level. And defensively, you know, we had some things that we thought we could take advantage of, and you know, in the first half, we missed out on some opportunities. We just didn't get off the field on defense, and kind of kept our offense on the sideline a little bit. But in the second half, we got it rolling, and it was really sweet to watch.
Ethan, what's it mean to share this with your brother and your dad?
Oh, it's special. I mean, my dad, he couldn't be a better mentor, you know, better person, better man. You know, he always teaches me to do things the right way. Don't do anything cheap. You got to work for what you get, especially, you know, since he was a walk-on here at the university and played, you know, he knows you have to earn stuff, and that's what he's taught me and Christian. And Christian, you know, little bro, I mean, everybody always told me when I was growing up he was going to end up being bigger than me, and I told him no, but, you know, he's grown into a great brother and a great offensive lineman. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Well, your dad had a lot of special moments on this field. Now you and Christian have as well. Go enjoy it, and Ethan, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
A team, a program that was having trouble winning games at the 11-man level slides down to 8-man, and for the first time ever, Sandy Creek is your state football champions.
Thank you very much, Doug. Wow, so much to unpack there. What a first of all, great interview. I think it speaks volumes of Brian and, you know, what he's taught his boys.
Absolutely.
You know, he was the epitome. When you think of walk-ons at Nebraska, you think of Brian Shaw, 2 national titles, being here and really being a big contributor down here in Lake.
Absolutely, and guys like that, guys that operate like that are contagious, right? They make those around them better.
Yeah.
It was hard. Tony Ortiz will tell great stories about Brian Shaw, how he couldn't believe this kid from this small town in Nebraska was pushing him to be better every day. But if you look at what he's passed on to his sons, nothing comes cheap. You got to work for everything in your life. You're amazingly talented, but if you don't work and make that talent even better, it's not going to work out. So kudos to the Shaws, kudos to Sandy Creek, and kudos to Coach Kuta.
Yeah. They say Charlie, the youngest one, may be the best athlete of them all.
Yeah, I would say that might be a spot open for him if he wants to play quarterback next year.
Absolutely right. Well, our final score once again here. First of all, the Class A championship coming your way tonight at 7 o'clock from right here. Come on back. That's going to be a great one between Millard South and Omaha West Side. Once again, the final 44-42. Sandy Creek wins its first ever state championship. For Matt Berzal, for Doug Duda, and for our entire Nebraska Public Media sports production crew, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Larry Putney saying goodbye for now from Memorial Stadium.